If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Anna, and I'd like to invite you to Mangum's newest retail store, Dapper 14 Boutique. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Right now, all summer clothing is on sale and fall merchandise is here. We're on Facebook and at dapyr14.com. Visit us at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Come shop Dapper 14. You'll love it.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Fresh floral arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of owner Darla Hately at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say, you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call local at 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Wichita Insurance and American Farmers and Ranchers proudly serve cities and towns throughout rural Oklahoma. We're your neighbors and part of the communities. We're proud of our schools, youth, and communities, and that's why we're investing in rural Oklahoma. Wichita Insurance and AFR want to be your agent and insurance company. So call 580-301-6352 today and let us help you protect your farm and ranch operations, autos, and home. So is it my turn? I guess it is. Hi, everyone. Welcome to football. On Classic Hits 97.7, it's a football Friday night. Guys, this is week number 6 already. I find that hard to believe, but it is oh so true, and we look forward to a couple of old-time rivals. It's not old-time rock and roll. It's old-time rivals when you talk about the Mangum Tigers and the Hobart Bearcats, and we look forward to this. We're at Phil Dalkey Field, right? I got that right now?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I'm using the field mic.
I didn't know we had a field mic.
We do now.
Fantastic. I love it. So we'll go down to the field and talk to whomever, right?
As long as this mic cord will go, yes.
Oh, I see. It's not a remote field mic. It's in the building field mic.
We're just in the 90s. We'll catch up soon.
Well, it's so nice to have cool fall weather. And by the way, this is one thing that irritates me about weather prognosticators. They talk about fall-like weather. It is fall, so we can call it fall weather. It's not fall-like.
It's just weather.
Fall happened. It's weather. Thank you. Yes, it's where it's supposed to be. Stop with the fall-like stuff.
That's a George Carlin thing.
Yeah, exactly. And nobody lives at the airport, so we don't care what the temperature is at the airport. Great night for football, though. Certainly looking forward to this matchup. And it's a critical ball game, obviously, for both teams, but I would say more so for the Mangum Tigers and the Hobart Bearcats. Hobart has a district win underneath their belt. It's the only win they've got on the year, but it is a win. Mangum, meantime, is in the middle of a losing streak, and they are looking for some help inside the district. They're 0-2 inside district play and minus 30 points coming into this ball game. I think when I looked this morning, Hobart obviously at 1-1 and only at minus 4 points. And down the road, that could be very important.
Yeah, very important. Mangum really, like you said, just needs to come out, play their game, and really score a ton of points. They're going to be okay. Mangum's got a little bit easier schedule as we go along, and Hobart will play some of those teams that Mangum did early. So, but yeah, jockeying for position in the standings. If you go on the road, if you get left out, it all comes into play.
Well, and I know it's only week number 6, and I know coaches don't look ahead, but I can as a broadcaster. And when you look at things, let's say that, it plays out to where you finish 3rd in the district or you finish 4th in the district. you're talking about road trips. One road trip might be to Fairview. The other road trip probably going to be to Burns-Flatdale City.
Exactly. And then you factor in the weather.
Yes.
And the long road trip. So, yeah, it's definitely, you want to be at home and find a way to get to the at least number 2 spot if you can. But some folks need to work hard to make the playoffs. So sometimes that's a treat in itself.
Well, while we're here, let's talk about it right now. Walters moved to 3-0 inside district play as they beat Empire last night 52-27.
Wow.
So they are 6-0 on the year, 3-0 inside the district. Empire now 4-2 and 1-2 inside the district. That will be the opponent next week for the Mangum Tigers.
Yeah, that's going to be a very big game, huge game. But yeah, Walters right now is very strong in the district. Cordell is at Apache tonight. You'd think that Apache could win that one, but yeah, it's just, there's a couple, 2, 3, 4 teams, and there might be even a 5th team. Like you said, it's just going to come down to points, and when you have a chance to score, you're going to have to take it.
Yeah, the 15-point thing, you can get only 15 points. You can lose only 15 points.
So Norm Russell walks in, has to duck all the way through the press box.
Good to see the judge. Been a while since we have seen him. Somewhere Flip Wilson just said, here comes the judge. All righty then, we got that cliche in. We're about 15 minutes away from kickoff. Looking forward to this one. It's pink out night here in Hobart. It'll be that way Thursday night over in Mangum for that bowl game against Empire. But we've got to get through tonight's bowl game first. We've got Hobart and Mangum coming up live from Phil Donkey Field here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
The road towards successful, lasting solutions for treatment of snoring and sleep apnea can have plenty of bumps along the way. Hello, I am Dr. Dustin Lively, and together with the rest of my team, we can lend a valuable helping hand. If you have trouble with snoring or have had a sleep study and are struggling with your prescribed therapy, call us at Easy Sleep Solutions, 580-782-2027, or go to the letters EZSleepSolutions.com.
To check in with the folks who have already joined us on the Facebook Live page. Michelle Woldrup says, go Tigers. Angie Williams-Young says, go Tigers. Watching from New Mexico tonight. Hello, Angie. Dalen Atkinson says, go Bearcats. Yolanda Adame Franzen, go Tigers. And stay warm. It's not cold, okay? It is. I don't care what anybody says. It's not cold.
Yeah, Shelly said, you can wear a long sleeve. I'm like, no, I'm going to be. We've been sweating
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been very hot the previous few games, but and staring at the sun.
Yeah.
This is pleasant.
No, this is, yeah. Shauna Cagg Palmer, let's go Tigers. Mimi is watching her number 65 grandson tonight. Alexis Brooke Allen, go Tigers, numbers 11 and 66. David Henry, let's go Tigers, Tiger Pride. So, folks checking in tonight as we get ready for this one. You know what? We've talked about the weather. We've joked about it. We've kidded a little bit about it. But it will be a factor here tonight not because it's cool, not because it's cloudy, but because it is actually raining. And these kids have not really played in football with a wet pigskin.
Yeah, that's going to be very important. Ball security. Hobart's field, a little more lush than Mangum's field. So going to be some slogging around going on out there. And a few yards might be very critical. in this game. But, yeah, you're right. Ball security, that ball might squirt out. That leather gets wet, gets slippery, and it seems to maybe have started. It was spitting a little bit earlier, but maybe we're inside, thankfully. But it still could be a factor tonight. We need the rain so bad. If it waits just a little bit and then comes, that would be awesome. But I would take it no matter what.
Well, I don't think anybody's going to complain about it. And if you're a player, it's beautiful. You love this kind of thing. Obviously, the offense is going to have the advantage over the defense when you're talking about running pass patterns and running backs out in space because of they know where they're going, and the defender's got to react to it. So we'll watch that play out with that footing here this evening. Carlos Martinez Peralta, let's go Tigers. Love my number 4, Ian Martinez. I'm in Boston. How about that? Wow.
Beantown.
Yeah. There are a bunch of songs out there that have Boston in it too, right?
You got it.
Yeah. Please come to Boston, Dave Loggins.
You got it.
Name another one. Let's hear one from you.
Oh, my goodness.
Come on.
I just went blank. I'm staring at Brett Porter. I just went blank. I know Aerosmith's from Boston.
Well, that's true. And there's the group Boston, but I was thinking of songs that have Boston in their song.
Well, rattle some off. Help me out here.
How about Augustana?
Yeah.
And Boston.
Right.
The song from Grey's Anatomy. All right.
There you go.
We'll leave it right there. Chad Augustine has checked in. Chad Augustine says, here we go, Tigers. Come on, Nate. And the countdown continues. So it is, and the rain has begun to pick up just a little bit, so it certainly is going to be a factor throughout the course of the evening. The good news is you and I will stay high and dry, despite what the previous principal at Mangum, who will remain nameless, and is now the current principal at Hobart, had to say to me earlier about being upstairs. Not going to happen.
Oh, he did say he was something. He was, yes. He said, watch this. I'm going to tell Michael you have to be on top. Yeah. I said, Michael's smart enough for that.
and my reply was, I'll go back to the vehicle and listen to Chad do the broadcast from up top. We are actually, Chad's at the 50-yard line. I'm at about the 45-yard line, and we're getting ready for football, and so glad to have you alongside. It is just, it's everything it's supposed to be. A cool weekend, wet weather, getting darker earlier, which I don't like, but it's a pink out night. It's October. This is it. I mean, we're talking about week number 6, important.
And come out to the game.
Playoff time.
It means a lot to these kids.
It
I mean,
does.
I know we have video, and that's awesome, and there's folks from all over the country and the world watching, and that's what that's for. If you're in the area, please come on out. And it's the weather's great. I mean,
You're not going to melt.
You're not going to melt. Come on out and support these kids. Sit on whatever side you want to, and enjoy some high school football, some cheap entertainment, and these kids are going to be playing hard. You can believe it.
Yeah, a great reason to go and find your umbrella. Thank you, Mary Poppins or Rihanna, depending on who you might be. We continue with our countdown to kickoff. We get set for Hobart and Mangum live and in living color here on Classic Hits 97.7.
It's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting sports season, Tigers. Cattlemen's Bank is behind you all the way.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Pregame show is always brought to you by 333 Dental. Good to have you alongside on this Friday evening of football. Classic Hits 97.7. And again, just a reminder for you, and we're going to get through tonight, but a reminder, short work week next week, fall break, and so ball games for both Hobart and for Mangum going to be on Thursday night. Hobart will entertain Empire, and I'm sorry, Hobart will be at Cordell. Mangum will entertain Empire. So just bear that in mind next week, long weekend. Kaylin Martinez is watching from Boston as well. The Major League playoffs got underway in baseball today. I don't believe the Red Sox are playing this year.
I don't believe so either. Caitlin, give us a song from Boston with Boston in it.
This is wrong. And also, Eric Rodriguez says, let's go, fellas. Let's go, Tigers. Hashtag. So we were talking about the district earlier when talking about Walters winning. Elsewhere in the district tonight, you mentioned Apache. They are entertaining Cordell. Cordell looking for their first win of the year. And then the other two teams in the district, Snyder and Carnegie, will hook up at Carnegie. Both clubs 1-4 on the year, and both teams 1-1. Then you look at the opposite direction, A1, because that's who A2 will match up in the opening round of the playoffs coming up in week number 11, which will get here sooner than we think. Fairview, a top 10 team all season long in Class A, 5-0 in the year, 2-0 inside district play. They are at Sayre this evening to take on the Eagles, who are 1-4 overall and 0-2 inside the district. The other team that seems to be head and shoulders above everybody else over in A1 would be Burns-Flattdale City. The Eagles are 5-0 on the year, 2-0 inside district play. They get Merritt tonight at home. Merritt 1-4 overall and 0-2 on the season. And then a couple of teams that can make some noise down the line, Hooker and Moreland, just simply because of their tradition. They play tonight. Hooker 3-2, 1-1 inside the district, will be at Moreland, taking on the Bearcats, who are 1-4 and 1-1 on the year. And then Texoma will entertain Thomas this evening out of the Panhandle. We've made that trip before, haven't we? Thomas 1-4 on the year, 1-1 in the district. Texoma is 3-2 and 1-1 overall. Check some other ball games tonight from around the area. 8-man action, District C2. Tipton, 5-0 on the year, and the Tigers suddenly are resurgent. They are entertaining Geary, who is 2-3 and 1-0 inside the district play. Our good friend, Jeff Coakley, who maybe he's here tonight because Mountain View Godibo is idle this evening. So
he's probably scouting, maybe.
Well, he could be.
He could be on the pig farm, too. So he's been known to do a little of that, and he could be listening to us.
Well, and what would be great is if he's here, come up and talk to us at halftime.
Yeah.
Or if he would like to call you and we can wire him in at halftime. We'd be more than happy to talk to the coach. As again, Mountain View Godibo off this evening. They are idle. 2A3 district matchup tonight. Purcell will entertain Frederick. The Bombers 1-1 and 3-2 overall. That's the same record of Purcell. In District 4A1 play, Cash is hosting Elk City. Boy, Elk City, really a powerful team this year. 4-1 on the year, 1-0 inside the district. So is Cash. They are 2-3 overall. Clinton and Weatherford will renew their I-40 series. Weatherford 2-3, 1-1. Clinton 3-2 and 1-1. We have talked about this more than once in our pregame show, the fact that Elgin is a Class 5A team, and that just shocks people. I played golf today and was talking to the guys saying, you realize that Elgin is a 5A school, and they kind of looked at me dumbfounded, but they are, and they're at Ounces tonight taking on the Bulldogs at Hightower Memorial Stadium. Elgin 5-0 on the year, Chad.
That is amazing. Yeah, Hobart used to travel to Elgin, a lot of other local teams, and they've really grown. Cash has grown, but Elgin just shot up, got that big military cannon contract, and folks are living there and moving there, and so that is crazy.
The Owls, by the way, moved to 2-0 inside the district last week, beating an Ardmore team that has a Division I quarterback that beat Ardmore 34-0 last week. And then the other game that we'll watch for you, Bixby, winners of, 54 in a row, will be on the road tonight, traveling to Enid to take on the Plainsmen. We're about 10 minutes away from kickoff here. We've got Mangum and Hobart coming up. We invite you to stick and stay on Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Every Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Back at Phil Donkey Stadium, we get set for Mangum and Hobart here on Classic Hits 97.7. Laverne last night in a B1 matchup, 8-man affair, entertained Hollis, and they beat the Tigers by a final score of 46-14. Trent Shelby's team, first loss of the year. Jay McCormick has joined us inside the broadcast booth. Hello, Jay Bird. Good to have you alongside, buddy. Paula Little Powers says, yeah, Tigers. And Dave McCook checking in from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So good to have Dave on board here this evening as the captains make their way towards midfield tonight for the coin toss. Hobart dressed in their home blue uniforms, the gold pants, gold helmets, and gold numerals as well, a la UCLA, if you will. Nate Augustine across the way, leading his group of captains out there, along with Jackson Reisner. We also see Aiden Warner, and the final member of that foursome out there for the captains for Mangum, it was Jake Green. As trying to get a view there on Jake. Bodie Jarvis, Jamarcus Dye, Jackson Allison, Flint Martin, captains for Hobart here this evening. And again, just enough moisture in the air. It will affect the football. It'll be interesting to see how the kids respond, and it'll also be interesting to see who holds on to the football. We saw last week that Walters team. We talked about that Walters team, 6-0. But they put the football on the ground a lot last week, and we're fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, they're a strong team, though. They got a good coach, good quarterback, good running back, and going to be a tough out in the playoffs. Looks like also, you may have mentioned it, maybe some cancer survivors escorting the Hobart captains out there. So that's good to see. Like you said, Pink Out and Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So get your mammogram. And
so those are cancer survivors out there then?
Yes, they are.
All right.
Yep.
What a great honor that is for them to be honorary captains and escorting the captains out there. And I played in the golf tournament. I didn't know it was Pink Out night, but I got pretty close, at least with the outer shell jacket. So, a lot of pink in my wardrobe. I'll admit it. As your group from Boston, Aerosmith once sang, "Pink is my favorite color." So, all right, Kenny Shortcan. Oh, I love when Kenny Shortcan checks in. He says, "Football is going to slow me down for now that the NHL season is back." So apparently Kenny Shortcan is an NHL. With a name like Shortcan, though, I mean, I'm surprised that he's an NHL kind of guy.
Yeah, you don't find too many of those down south, but that's still cool. Yeah, it's coming up. NBA, they're already playing preseason games or some exhibition games.
Yeah.
So, man, like you said, week 6 of high school football. Coach Colt Allison for Hobart, he's in the Michael Barnes shorts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, this is just another day. Let's put the football down, mark it, and let's go.
Tigers in their road black uniforms, black pants with the orange stripes, white jerseys this evening with the black numerals that we'll be able to identify from our position in the press box. You know, last week it was a little bit tough on us being able to discern those numbers. So this will be a fun one. As we mentioned, they are longtime rivals. And though I have done a couple of bowl games since then, both of them were at the Liberty Bowl between these two clubs. The last time I was here to do a bowl game was that wild contest. I think it wound up, 40-39, something like that, and Mangum had a chance to win it with a two-point conversion and came up just short. It may even have gone into overtime. That was a whale of a football game. I would not be surprised if we don't see something similar here tonight. Mangum, first 3 weeks of the season, put a ton of points on the board. Then they struggled in their first two district games. So this may be a coming-out party for the Tigers here this evening. It'll be interesting to see that unfold. Speaking of things that are unfolding, I was surprised that prior to the Mangum Tigers leaving the field during warm-ups, they did the old Oklahoma drill, or the bull in the ring, if you will. And it'd been a while since we had seen that.
Yeah, that was fun to see. Hobart kind of did some of that as well. And
yeah.
This is OU Texas, baby. This is Mangum Hobart.
Yeah.
This is what it's all about. And you know every kid on the other side, and you want to win.
Sid the Kid has checked in. Sydney Webb. Hello, Sydney. Good to have you alongside as you get set to watch Ty Harmon kick the football away for the Hobart Cats. They are working from right to left on your radio and or viewing device. And
by the way, we do have raindrops on the window that we're shooting through our cameras, so bear with us. We may have to have a Weather Channel wipe-off here in a minute.
Kick here on the near side, and Ashton Pride will make the catch at the 32, cut it back up to the 35, 40, and then literally tripped up at about the 46-yard line. Boy, Ashton Pride ready to head for the house, and a shoestring tackle. Great field position, though, for Mangum. Let's see where they officially spot Ashton down. And they said Pride was at the 48-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Mangum at their own 48. Yeah, we've had a little bit of everything all season long with our camera shot, haven't we?
It's been mobile. It's been in hand, on shoulder, on tripods, through blurry glass and sun as well.
Braylon Martinez here on the near side. They'll send Reisner in motion. Snap, going to hand it off to Lavoie. Now an inside handoff to Pride. He breaks the tackle at the 40, still on his feet at the 35 and all the way down to the 33-yard line. We have seen that play run several times this year where Pride hands it off to Rogers. This time it's Lavoie to Pride for a big gain. Good blocking up front by the Big Uglies. And he got it done that time. Leading the way, Jake Green. So 1st and 10 for Mangum. They've got it at the Hobart 33-yard line, just underway. 11:30 clock running. Pistol formation for the Tigers. Hand the ball off to Lavoie. He got hit at the line of scrimmage. Broken tackle, still on his feet. He'll take it to the 25 and get tackled right there. But a great job of running by Nick. He got hit at the point of attack, bounced off the would-be tackler, and picked up about 8 on the play, 2nd and 2. Good crowd on hand here on the near side from Hobart. Mangum fans still filing in, as the late Vince Scully once said, plenty of good seats still available. So Lavoie and the pistol, twin wide receivers here on the near side, one up top, 2nd down and about 1.5 yards. That's Pride coming far side, near side. And now Ashton going to set up shop in the slot. Got to be careful when we say that one. Long snap count. Keeping it will be Warner. Aiden works his way along the line of scrimmage, gets near the 1st down marker before he is shoved back. And on the stop for this group from Hobart, host attackers, including Drew Ince. No, that wasn't Drew Ince. That instead was, looked like that was Jamarcus Dye. So that is enough for a 1st down. 1st and 10. They move the sticks here in quarter number 1. Mangum driving the football. 10:20 left in the first quarter of play. Look at Reisner here on the near side. Going to keep it on the ground. Great penetration that time by that Hobart defense, and getting dropped in the backfield will be Nick Lavoie. Dye in on the stop once again, and Jamarcus just came flying across the line of scrimmage. Pam Simmons has joined us. Hello, Pam. Lisa Wilson as well. She says play hard, Aiden. So a loss of a pair on the play sets up a 2nd down and a dozen. Ball back at the 25-yard line. Reisner here on the near side. Pride in that wingback position. Lavoie in the backfield. Mangum now going to change the play. They do have play clocks here. In Hobart, it has wound its way down to 5. Snap, high. Lavoie wants to go upstairs. Caught! And breaking a couple of tackles and heading for the corner end zone. Diving for it. Did he get there? No. Down at the 1-yard line is Nate Augustine. Great catch by Augustine. That little pop pass as he drags across the middle, makes the catch, and takes it all the way down to the 1. It'll be first and goal from there. Brody Smith checking in just in time to see that play. So first and goal from the 1, 9:25 left in the first quarter of play, and Mangum marching down the field. Lavoie in the pistol formation. They'll hand it off to Nick right up the middle of the field. Gets a great block for the Big Uglies, and is he into the end zone? He is. Touchdown from a yard away. Nick Lavoie got on the backside that time of Caden Rep and scored from a yard away. So Mangum, a very efficient drive down the field and went about 52 yards. Most of it on the ground. One big pass play across the middle. Caught by Augustine. Took it down to the 1-yard line. And from there, they punched it in. 9:14 left in the first quarter of play. Extra point on the way. Low snap, low kick. No good. And with 9:14 left in the first, Mangum strikes first. They lead it 6-0. You and I come back to Hobart after this. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month, 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Well, we thought maybe Mangum would try to open things up offensively. They have struggled the last 2 weeks, and they go 52 yards to begin the ball game, scoring a touchdown from 1 yard away. Nick Lavoie, extra point, no good. 9:14 left in the first, and Mangum on top by a score of 6-0. Sherry Shepard Kendall has joined us. Hello, Sherry. Good to have you alongside. Raindrops continue to fall. It's a day that B.J. Thomas would be happy with. Emma Smith has joined us. Hello, Emma. So Mangum set to kick the football away. And Pasquale Beatande is set to do the honors. Beatande bangs it down the middle of the field. Going to be picked up by Blaine Lopez. Lopez at the 10, 15, 20. Big hole here. 25 out to the 30. Still on his feet. And he'll get tackled at the 35-yard line. Nice return by Blaine Lopez. First and 10 now for Hobart. They'll have it on the near hash mark, trailing 6-0. Dave McCook giving his salutations and greetings for that opening drive. And it was a dandy, Dave. You're right. So Hobart will get it first and 10. Great field position for the Bearcats. They've got it at their own 36 officially. It'll be first and 10 from there. See what the Bearcats do offensively. 2 wide receivers here on the near side. They will go with a tight set formation. Underneath center, Ty Harmon. Harmon, quick snap, hands it off to the up back and out to about the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. Will go the tailback. That is Bodie Jarvis. So second down and about 6. Jarvis picking up 4 on the play. Oh, yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Apparently we had a glare from the light coming off the window.
Yeah, folks don't want to see me.
Oh, we were getting a reflection of you. All right. Second down and 6, and hit at the line of scrimmage, and then bouncing off a couple of guys, going out to the 42-yard line will be Jarvis. That'll bring up a third down and about 4. Ball setting just outside the 40, or actually between the 41 and 42, and the line to make is the 46. So a couple of running plays right up the middle for Hobart. David Henry is checked in. Hello, David. And again, a tight formation for Hobart. Mangum has struggled with this kind of formation. They'll send a man in motion, going to toss sweep, right side, trying to turn the corner. Davidson, Sawyer breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet. He's near the first down, but I think this one is going to come back. We had either a block in the back or a hold out on the edge. And my good buddy, Alan Hassan Thompson, is watching. Alan, long time no talk, buddy. Hope that life is treating you well, my friend. Penalty flag sitting at the 41-yard line. They will mark it off from there. And that is a 10-yard mark off, so holding called on Hobart. They did not pick up the first down on the play, but it was only about a half a yard. Angie Williams defense, or Angie Williams Young yelling defense from New Mexico. So it's going to be third down now, third and about 16 for the Bearcats. Clock running, 7:40 left of the first. Mangum on top, 6-0. Toss sweep here on the near side. A great job by Mangum staying at home and nowhere to go. Making the tackle in the open field for the Tigers was Landon Hutton. Ty Harmon tried to turn the corner, and it just wasn't going to happen. Hutton staying at home. So Lisa Wilson, she wants to play some Name That Tune with us. She comes up with, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed. Love it. So Hobart going to have to punt the football away as they are stymied on their opening drive. 7 minutes left in quarter number one. Mangum on top, 6-0. What a long time getting that football away. Harmon does. It will hit at the 48 of Hobart, roll across the midfield stripe, and be knocked down at the 46 of Mangum. So the Tigers, again, will enjoy great field position with 6:48 left in the first quarter of play, and they lead at 6-0. So the Bearcats went right down the field unabated in that first drive. See what they do here in drive number two. Jackson Reisner split out here on the near side. They'll put in the slot now, Braylon Martinez. Now Martinez going to come all the way to the top. Pistol formation for Mangum. Pride going to block this time for Lavoie, who breaks a couple of tackles and goes across the 50 out to about the 48-yard line of Hobart. Positive yardage there. And again, Lavoie hit in the backfield, but breaking the initial tackle and able to pick up positive yardage. Almost 6 on the play. We'll call it second down, and we'll call it a long 5, short 6. Brian Coleman has checked in. Brian, congratulations to your son and the Blue Devils last night on that victory against Empire. So second down now for the Bearcats. They want to throw the football. Time and pass caught. Reisner. He's got the first down and more. Down to about the 30-yard line. Great job that time by Warner. Looked off his initial receiver and then found Reisner coming across the middle. He takes it down to officially the 31. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Eric Rodriguez moving a brick wall. You're right about that, Eric. Wow. 5:55 left here in the first. Mangum on the move again, leading 6-0. Into the backfield for the Tigers is Cray Manny. And we're going to get a false start, I believe, on Mangum. We will. False start against the Tigers, so 1st and 10 puts them behind the chains at 1st and 15 after the 5-yard mark-off. Well, you get into a rhythm, and you kind of get to rolling, and then suddenly things change just a bit, and you get a situation like that. So Manny in the backfield. 1st and 15. Warner wants to throw, does. Dangerous pass. It goes through the hands of the defender, Blaine Lopez. Incomplete. 2nd down and 15. Pass was intended for Jackson Reisner, and it was over Reisner's head. And as I mentioned, Lopez had an opportunity to intercept that football. 2nd down and 15. I think that's an example of a wet ball there as it went through the defender's hands.
And it gets heavy, too, trying to throw that thing. As a quarterback, got to deal with that.
So from the Pistols, 2nd down and 15. Ball at the 36 of Hobart. Long snap count. Warner again wants to go upstairs. Flush from the pocket. And now he's going to get sacked all the way back to the 43-yard line. Initial hit by Trey Cole. Got some help from the Biggins up front. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and long for the Bearcats. Or for the Tigers, rather. The Bearcats on the defensive side. Shooter Mayhab in on the stop there. Shooter, 5'8", 230. Hey, he could be a short can kind of guy, right? I mean,
exactly.
Yeah. So 3rd down, and we'll call it 20. Ball at the 42. The line to make just inside the 22. Warner wants to throw, plenty of time. Screen pass, Pride, and Ashton trying to break tackles, not going to get it done. He'll get dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Jackson Allison in on the stop. And the Mangum drive going away from the goal line. They'll lose yardage on that play, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 4th and about 22 now. See if Mangum decides to go for it here or punt the football away and bring in the punting unit now. And a wise choice there, I would think. Blaine Lopez going to drop back and be in punt receiver formation. So Pride, and now a penalty flag going to fly, and may have had illegal substitution or too many players. Yeah, and they're going to count the players. There were 12 on the field. So this has been a not a Monet by any stretch of the imagination for Mangum here. Everything has gone in the opposite direction after they got the ball down to about the 31.5-yard line. So 4th and 28. Wouldn't think they'd be faking it here. Low snap. Pride got to get it off, and he does. Boy, a dandy kick. And that one will bounce forward and go into the end zone. How about that? Boy, a dangerous, dangerous play there. And it works out well for both clubs. 3:58 left in the first. It's a 6-0 ball game. We're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
1st and 10 for the Bearcats.
The Mangum tag
touchback. They've got it at their own 20-yard line. And some confusion in the backfield. And, boy, I tell you what, Hobart lucky to hold on to the football that time. Ty Harmon wanted to hand the football off, and there wasn't anybody there to give it to. And then he ran into one of his linemen. And as I said, lucky to hold on to the ball. Lost a yard in the process. 2nd down and 11 for Hobart. So 2nd down and 11. Harmon underneath center. And again, a tight formation. One receiver split far to the outside. Harmon going to keep it himself on the option. Late pitch and a dangerous pitch. And the ball free and still hasn't been recovered. I think Mangum may have gotten that football at sea. They did. Coming up with a football for the Tigers. That would be one Cooper Earls. Boy, a dangerous pitch out into no man's land. And it laid on the field for quite a while, and finally Cooper got on it for Mangum. They will recover deep inside Hobart territory, in fact, at the 19-yard line of the Bearcats. And they want to go to work quickly, do the Tigers, and I don't blame them. 3:12 left in the first. They lead 6-0. Lavoie in the backfield. In the slot, if you will, it's Pride. They'll hand it off to Nick, and he gets hit in the backfield not once but twice, and finally going to get tackled for a loss. Sawyer Davidson credited with the tackle. Getting some help as well from Trey Cole. It looked like the initial hit, though, made by one of the linebackers, slowing down Lavoie. Loss of 2 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and a dozen. 2:45 left here in quarter number 1. Pride on the near side. Tight end position will be Augustine. Look for Nate this time on this particular play. Movement by the Bearcats, and yeah, they got into the neutral zone. Jamarcus Dye stepped into the neutral zone. He tried to fake it and couldn't make it, and the flag didn't come out initially, but then Jamarcus kind of gave some body language, and the officials like, yeah, he did get in the neutral zone, didn't he? So the 5-yard mark off will make it a 2nd down now. 2nd and about 8. For the Tigers. 2:20 left here in the first. Again, they'll go pistol formation. Lavoie is in the backfield. High snap. Aiden will get it. Warner across the middle. Pass a little bit late. Good job closing that time to break up the pass by Blaine Lopez as it was intended for Reisner over the middle. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. He had Jackson early on. There may have been an arm waiting in front of him, he being Aiden Warner, and couldn't deliver the football when he wanted to. And because it was delivered a little bit late, it allowed the defense to get there. Bray Woodruss has joined us here for 3rd down and 9 for Mangum. Going to go back to the ground to Lavoie, and Lavoie gets stymied at the line of scrimmage. Great penetration there by Trey Cole, and no gain on the play. 4th down and 9 with 2 minutes left here in quarter number 1. Mangum on top 6-0. So Hobart getting into the backfield and not giving the backs an opportunity to run the football. Talked about it last week. When you're a running back and you make a catch or you get a handoff, you're getting hit immediately. And there's nothing more frustrating. You're looking for a little space. So 4th and 9, Mangum going to go for it from the 17-yard line of Hobart. Warner fakes the handoff, throws across the middle, and the pass is going to be picked off at the goal line by Lopez, and Blaine going to bring it out across the 10 to the 11-yard line, and Hobart will get it on the turnover. That'll bring up a 1st and 10 down for the Bearcats, trailing 6-0 with 1:19 left here in quarter number 1. Dangerous pass across the middle, and a good job by Lopez to intercept, although You think maybe if you let it go, you get it at the 20 instead.
But you're not. Yeah, I was not thinking that. But yeah, you're right. That's a good play though.
Hustle. It was a hustle play. Yeah.
Mangum needs to keep doing that though. Just kind of lead the receiver a little bit.
Yep. So 1st and 10 now for the Bearcats, and they'll keep it on the ground and maybe a face mask. Yeah, it came in late, but we thought it would. Bodie Jarvis picked up about 4 yards out to the 15-yard line, and then one of the Mangum tacklers grabbing his face mask, Jarvis's face mask, as they went down. And let's see if that is the 5-yard variety or the big one. I think it's just going to be 5 yards, and it is. So inadvertent was the call. That'll take it to the 20-yard line and bring up a 2nd down and about a yard. Now they'll call it 2. The line to make is the 22, as they will put it dead center on the 20. 50 seconds left in quarter number 1. Mangum on top 6-0. Quick snap count. Nowhere to go that time for the tailback. Getting thundered as he took the handoff was Bodie Jarvis. And look at all the white shirts that get off the pile there. And leading the way for Mangum was Cag. Good job by Colby. So to bring up a 2nd down. 2nd down about 2.5. 20 seconds left in the first quarter of play. The play clock is at 8, about an 8-second differential. And so Hobart will have to run one more play before the quarter comes to an end. Play clock now down to 3. I'm going to have to hurry to get this one off. And they do just in time, keeping the ball Harmon. And he'll weave his way along the line of scrimmage. And I don't know that he got back to the 20-yard line. Great job on the defensive side of the football, stringing that thing out. Getting credit for the tackle was Landon Hutton. But again, Big Ugly's up front, stringing it out, including Cag. So with that, the first quarter comes to an end. 12 minutes gone by. Mangum on top, 6-0. 3rd and 3 for Hobart when you and I come back. Classic Hits 97.7.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
Howdy, hi to Janie Stover. She says, let's go Tigers. Tracy Dale Smith is watching. Hashtag Altus Merchant Softball. Third down and about 2 for Hobart. And I don't know that they're going to get the first down. I don't know if they got back to the line of scrimmage. And again, great job on the interior by Mangum as they will stuff that one at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 4th down and 2. Trey Williams, the initial hit for Mangum. Jake Green was there as well. Now, they gave him about a half a yard, so we'll call it 4th and about a yard. And the rain has started to pick up, Chad, a little heavier than it has been.
Just saw that, too,
yeah. So we'll watch that throughout the course of the evening. Shelly Jenkins Mullins is watching. Hello, Shelly. Good to have you alongside. Play clock is now down to 5 for Hobart. They face a 4th down and about a yard and a half. Quick count, quick snap. Harmon keeps it. Going to get stopped. Boy, I tell you what, great defensive play there by Mangum. They will get it back on downs. And again, Trey Williams right in the middle of that. Jake Green as well. And the Tigers going to get it deep inside Hobart territory with 11:09 left in the first half of play.
Little surprised about that. I'm not sure what kind of punter Hobart has, but that is deep. You're right. A short field for the Tigers.
And the rain picking up. Fun stuff for Mangum. 1st and 10. They've got it just inside the 20-yard line of Hobart. Lavoie right up the middle of the field. Breaking tackles. Down to about the 10-yard line. Nick lost the football but got it back. And he may have picked up the first down in the process. Boy, Lavoie just pinning his ears back and running to the goal line. Got 9. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 1. Paula Lively has checked in. Hopes that Shelly is feeling better. Shelly Jenkins Mullins, we hope you're feeling better as well. 2nd down and about a yard. Lavoie still in the backfield with Aiden. He'll hand it off to Nick, and Aiden and company will get that first down as Lavoie takes it down to the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from there. Well, from what I read today, this rain that has started here, it is going to set in and be this way for the rest of the evening. So if you're a fan, get used to it. And if you're a player, you got to love it. If you're a camera operator, you're not so happy about it. 1st and goal from the 8.
That and the cell service around here.
High snap going up and getting it Warner, and that will cost the Tigers about a yard on the play. That high snap, and Aiden couldn't get off the schneid there. Caden Hernandez in on the stop.
I think a couple of scores here with that rain coming down is going to be big. If you can get a couple of scores ahead.
I don't think there's any question. Bill Blue has checked in. Bill, thank you. And it is great to be back on the air. We appreciate you as well. So 2nd down and goal from the 10. 2-yard loss there. Now Mangum going to lose a couple of more yards, and this will send them back. Make a 2nd down and 15. So they've had some opportunities and simply can't take advantage of them right now. So 2nd down and goal to go. Ball just outside the 15-yard line. Quarter number 2 underway. And it's being brought to us by our good friends over there at First National Bank and Trust Company. 9:35 left in the half. Mangum on top 6-0. They scored on their opening drive, and teams have traded turnovers and punts since. Warner, high snap, wants to throw, does. Across the middle, Pride makes the catch, and he works his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Great job by Ashton to secure the football. Tough catch, got it right on his chest, then broke a tackle and went the final 3 yards for the score. And just like that, with 9:17 left in the half, Mangum has extended their lead. It's a 12-0 ball game. Tigers on top. Mangum going to go for 2 here. Not very often, but will. 2-point conversion on the way. Warner rolling right side. Aiden pump fakes. Now goes to the corner of the end zone. Not going to get there. He was down. We've got a penalty flag on the field. Let's see what that is. And it's going to go against Mangum. Hobart will decline. And with 9:17 left in the half, 12-0. Mangum on top of Hobart as the scoreboard just went bonkers. We're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Anna, and I'd like to invite you to Mangum's newest retail store, Dapper 14 Boutique. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Right now, all summer clothing is on sale and fall merchandise is here. We're on Facebook and at dapyr14.com. Visit us at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Come shop Dapper 14. You'll love it.
So Mangum takes advantage of the short field after Hobart went for it deep in their own territory on about a 4th and 1. Mangum goes 20 yards for the score, and they lead it by a score of 12-0. 9:17 left in the first half of play. Dave McCook, let me tell you about my old buddy Keith Jackson. Thank you so much, buddy. Lawana Houck Weaver says windshield wipers on. If only we had them, we would certainly do that.
A squeegee.
Yeah, no kidding.
Gosh.
So kick the football away is Pasquale Biatonde. Ball at the 40, going to bang it deep, middle of the field, and it will hit and then just kind of die. Going to be picked up at the 15 to the 18, 19-yard line where Hobart will take over 1st and 10, trailing 12-0. D.K. Kingery, well, keep listening. You'll have the score down in distance quite often. And the lens doesn't need wiping. It's this window that we're sitting behind. So officially 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line for Hobart. And this is where they went for it a moment ago and turned the ball over on downs. And Mangum punched it in for the second score of the night. Send a man in motion, toss sweep near his side. Great pursuit by Mangum out on the edge. Setting the edge that time was Nate Augustine, and then turned the back in and allowed the pursuers to come down the line and make the tackle for a loss of 1.5 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 11.5. Jake Green got credit for the tackle. .8:45 and running in this first half of play. Tigers getting their second touchdown of the night. Shonacag Palmer enjoying tonight's ball game. Again, man in motion. Keeping it is Harmon. Late pitch. That's dangerous and on the turf. And let's see who got on it. Apparently it is going to be, they call it a forward pass. All right. It was a forward pass, actually. Now is the call as we check the side judge. As Ty Harmon tried to get rid of the football, it went in a forward fashion. He was behind the line of scrimmage, so it's just simply incomplete. It'll stop the clock with 8:26 left in the half. Mangum on top 12-0. Boy, that is a couple of times now that Ty Harmon has made pitches ill-advised. That one, unfortunately, for the Bearcats going forward.
Yeah, on his way down in the grasp. And, yeah, there were Tigers everywhere.
So 3rd down and long, 3rd and about 12.5 now for Harmon and company. He's underneath center. Going to roll out near side, be chased. Has some room, throws, pass through the hands of Trey Cole. Boy, Harmon had Cole. He made a pretty good pass, put it on his hands. But again, wet football, wet hands, incomplete, 4th and long. And this time, head coach Colt Allison will not go for it in his own territory and is elected to punt the football away. Ashton Pride going to drop back at about the 50-yard line. And you are so right, Sherry Shepherd Kindle. We are thankful for this rain. Man, just if it sets in for about the next, 3 weeks, we would be okay with that. So Harmon set to punt the football away on 4th down and long. Pride moves back to his own 45. Boy, a late kick. And that one goes right up the elevator shaft. It will hit at the 20 and die at the 27-yard line, actually, as we look through the raindrops. 27-yard line. So the snap was high to Harmon. He had to go up and get it, got pressure late, and he rushed that kick, and it just went straight up for about a 7-yard kick. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Mangum. And again, Tigers enjoying great field position as they have done all evening long. And they'll have it at the Bearcat 27-yard line with 8:07 left in the first half. Period number 2 on Classic Hits 97.7, being brought to you by First National Bank and Trust Company. Pistol formation now for Warner and company. Aiden hands it off to Lavoie, tries to bounce it to the outside. Great pursuit out on the edge. Tackle turned in by Jamarcus Dye, and a loss of about a yard on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 11. Dye does a nice job of staying at home, coming up the field, and then chasing down the ball carrier. Push it all the way back to the 28, and it'll be 2nd down and 11 from there. 7:40 and running here in this first half of play. Mangum on top by a dozen, 12-0. 2 wide receivers here on the near side. Pride in that slot position. Warner wants to throw, middle of the field, intended for Pride, and a little bit too tall, incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 11. Boy, Ashton does a nice job of running down the seam and was open. But again, the pass a little bit too tall. There was some pressure late on Warner. And he may not have had his feet set the way he needed to deliver the strike across the middle. Watch a great piece yesterday with Steve Young, the former quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers, won a Super Bowl and Hall of Fame career, and he talked about how important footwork was in delivering the football. Talking about Jalen Hurts. Timeout now going to be taken by the Tigers as the play clock had wound down. We'll take one as well. 7:23 left in the half. Mangum on top, 12-0. This is Classic Hits, 97.7.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have 1 bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Howdy, hi to Tiffany McIntosh. Tiffany, it's a 12-0 ball game. Mangum on top. 7:23 left in the first half of play. The Tigers have the football facing a 3rd down and 11 as they have it at the Hobart 28-yard line following a short punt from the Bearcats. Rain has subsided for now, and it has cleared our view somewhat as well. Pride going to go in motion from left to right. He's running the wheel route. Warner looking his way, throws it towards the corner of the end zone, and pass is incomplete. Some jostling going on down there in the corner. And it'll bring up a 4th down and 11. You kind of see that one unfold, and a nice job on the defensive side for the Bearcats to see it unfold as well. They ran the wheel route with Pride, and defender saying stride for stride with Ashton. That was Thatcher Heglin out there out on the wing. Hello, Derek Burnham. Good to have you alongside, my friend. 4th down and 11, and Mangum are going to go for it here. Why not? I mean, you're in no man's land here. 4th and 11 from the 28-yard line of Hobart. Rolling it here on the near side will be Warner. He's going to get chased. Now tries to set his shoulders. Throws the football up for grabs. Pass is incomplete, and pass interference going to be called. Back there on the defensive end was Ty Harmon. He was trying to stay with Jackson Reisner. And he's going to get called for pass interference. We've got a separate penalty flag back here at about the 28-yard line. And that could be roughing the passer. Let's see. Whitehat going to tell us, nope, illegal forward pass as beyond the line of scrimmage that time was the call. And apparently they're going to decline it. So changed the call. Ineligible receiver downfield, I believe. No, they did stick with the line of scrimmage. Okay. So it threw it past the line of scrimmage. And the pass was incomplete. I'm not sure why they waved the penalty flag off in the end zone, but apparently they have, and Hobart is going to get the football. So they mark off 5 yards. Mangum going to play defense now. Wow. Caitlin Huckabee has joined us. Hello, Caitlin. Right up the middle of the football field, out across the 45 to the 46, and now the 47-yard line. We'll go tailback Bodie Jarvis, and Jarvis just a quick hitter on that right side. And they marked him down at the 47.5-yard line. First down, though, Kerry, for Jarvis. 6:54 left in the half. Boy, a shirt-tail tackle there. Otherwise, Jarvis may have
Scoreboard has been fixed.
Well, that's good. We had some folks worrying about it. We appreciate them. Movement now by a host of Tigers. Were they coaxed across the line of scrimmage? Nope. It'll be a neutral zone infraction called against Mangum. So another 5-yard mark-off against the Tigers. So they have had the ball deep inside Hobart territory 4 separate times. They've scored twice, but also have not come away with points on 2 other occasions. Chad talked about how, as the weather continues to deteriorate, how things may change throughout the course of the evening when it comes to what you do offensively. 6:29 left in the half. Timeout taken by the Bearcats. They trail 12-0. We're Classic Hits, 97.7.
Fresh floral arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of owner Darla Hately at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say, you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call local at 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Wichita Insurance and American Farmers and Ranchers proudly serve cities and towns throughout rural Oklahoma. We're your neighbors and part of the communities. We're proud of our schools, youth, and communities, and that's why we're investing in rural Oklahoma. Wichita Insurance and AFR want to be your agent and insurance company. So call 580-301-6352 today and let us help you protect your farm and ranch operations, autos, and home. Colt Allison called that timeout because he was going to get called for too many men on the field. 1st and 10 now, and Hartman going to keep it. Has it inside the 40, down to about the 38-yard line, and he'll pick up the first down. Hard running that time by Ty Harmon. As he ducked it inside, got a nice block, and eventually was tackled by Earls, but not before a first down is picked up. 1st and 10 ball at the Mangum 38-yard line. 6:10 left here in the first half of play. By the way, Paula Lively says, thank you for the score, Chad.
You're welcome, Paula. Sorry about that.
1st and 10, ball on the ground, not once but twice, and now there's a scrum. Mangum says they've got it, and let's see. Waiting for the men in the striped shirts to tell us that it is Mangum football. Cooper Earls getting off the bottom of the pile, and he's got the ball in his mitts. Harmon that time pulling away from center prior to the ball getting to him. Dropped it on the turf once. It came back to him, but he dropped it a second time, and Cooper Earls picked it up. Turnover. Mangum will get it at the 40-yard line, their own 40. As Fran Lively has joined us. Hello, Fran. 5:56 left in the first half of play. You'll want to know Mangum on top 12-0. Earls, who recovered the fumble a moment ago on the defensive end, now in the tight end position on the offensive side. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They'll send Augustine in motion, far side, near side. Now he'll come back, give it to Lavoie. And Lavoie bounces off a couple of tacklers, takes it out about the 43-yard line. They will give him the 43, so he'll pick up a 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7. Hard running by Nick, who just simply pinned his ears back and went to the goal line. Jackson Allison in on the stop for Hobart. So Mangum been the benefactor of great field position all night long, and once again here as they come up with a turnover. Reisner here on the near side, one-on-one. Let's see if they look his way. Going to keep the ball on the ground. Lavoie stumbled when he took the handoff and was able to pick up a couple out to about the 45-yard line. That may have been a slick field getting to him there. He tried to make a little stutter step when he got the handoff, and Trey Self made the tackle after a gain of 2. They'll bring up a 3rd down and 5, ball setting at the 45-yard line. Paula, by the way, gave you a woo-hoo. So 3rd down and 5 for the Tigers from the own 45-yard line. Warner wants to go upstairs, looking for Pride, and the ball going to be tipped and tapped away. Good coverage downfield by the Bearcats. I think that's Ethan Funkhauser. Yep, Funkhauser running stride for stride with Ashton and jumped up and slapped the football away. Now, what happens here for Coach Powers and company? 4th down and 5, 4:47 left in the half. They've got the ball at their own 45, and they're going to go for it. Wow. Let's see if they do go for it or try to coax. Well, they are. Warner wants to throw. Has time. Now the protection breaks down, and he's going to get sacked all the way back at his own 35-yard line, and suddenly Hobart is going to have great field position. In on the sack there was Jamarcus Dye along with Trey Self, and so now it's the Bearcats, the benefactor of great field position. Dave McCook asking if Mangum plays Tipton. No, Dave. Tipton now is an 8-man team, and they have been a juggernaut for years in 8-man play. While we're in Hobart, we've got to say hi to Katie Bowen-Carney, who has joined us this evening. Hello, Katie. Say hi to the family for us. 4:41 left of the half, and Hobart takes on the offensive side of the field. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line of Mangum. Inside handoff to the tailback, and Cooper Earls will make the stop, but not before Bodie Jarvis takes it down to the 31. That'll be a gain of nearly 5 and bring up a 2nd down. Short 6, long 5 for the Bearcats. 4:20 left in the half. And the rain has now subsided and stopped, just getting some sprinkles every once in a while. 2nd down, send a man in motion. Hobart got off the snide a little bit too quickly. One of the big ones up front, about a half tick too soon, and that will cost Hobart 5 yards. So both teams find themselves getting into rhythm. And as the old Desert Rose Band song went, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Case in point there for the Bearcats. They had a 2nd down and manageable. Now the 5-yard mark-off makes it 2nd and about 10 and a half. Clock running, 4 minutes left in the first half. Send a man in motion. Keeping it will be Harmon. Turns the corner. Thought about pitching it late. He'll take it to the 35 and no more. A yard gain on the play. And it'll bring up a 3rd down now for the Bearcats. Out on the edge, making the stop for Mangum. Mason Parker. Good job by Parker coming off the edge to make that play. And again, not crashing down, coming straight up the field and setting the edge, as they say, to make the play. Obviously, for Colt Allison, this is 4-down territory. 3rd down at 9. He's got it at the Mangum 35. 3:15 left in the half. Tigers on top, 12-0. Watch the play clock. They're going to throw the football now. Little pump fake, and Harmon up for grabs. He had a man down the seam. That was Funkhauser, but pass too tall for Ethan. Incomplete. That'll bring up a 4th down and 9. And they need to get in a new football. Changing out footballs about every play, trying to keep the ball dry. And even though the rain has stopped, obviously the turf is wet from the shower that we had earlier. So the incomplete pass should have stopped the clock, but it's running. 3 minutes left in the first half of play. And now they stop it at 3:01. 4th down and 9. And keeping the football right up the middle of the field. Harmon breaking tackles. He's got the 1st down or more. Down the far sideline to the 10, 5, and touchdown. Bearcats from 35 yards away. And that was all Ty Harmon, the sophomore. Broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Burst to the outside. And there wasn't anybody home for the Tigers. And he will get the first score of the night for Hobart. It comes with 2:52 left in the half. And it'll make it a 12-6 ball game. Wow. 4th down play. Now the Bearcats having a hard time getting the kicking tee in. And they do now, finally. Scrambling for the kicking tee. They've not started the play clock. So really there's no need to rush. Now they've started the play clock. So the extra point kick being attempted by the young man who just scored the touchdown, and it is wide left. No good for Ty Harmon. But Harmon has put his club on the board. 2:52 left in the half, 12-6 ball game. Mangum in front of Hobart. We're Classic Hits, 97.7.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Got a good one cooking here tonight at Phil Donkey Field in Hobart. It's Mangum in front of the Bearcats, 12-6. Hobart scoring their first touchdown of the night on a 35-yard run by sophomore quarterback Ty Harmon. Extra point was no good, and Harmon company now will kick the football away to Mangum, and the Tigers convinced that Harmon not going to kick the ball deep as their guys are lined up at the 25-yard line. It's Jackson Reisner, Ashton Pride up top at about the 27, and here on the near side, you'll find Brandon Martinez. What's the delay there?
Oh, we had some lights on. Somebody had the vehicle lights on.
Oh, okay. Oh, small town Americana.
Smart.
That is good stuff right there.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah. Could you turn your lights off, please? Now Martinez and Pride going to flip-flop. Ashton going to come here on the near side. But again, Mangum convinced the ball going to be short. It is. Ashton will go back and make the catch at his own 26, looked for a block, tries to turn the corner, 30, 35, spun around at the 38, and finally going to be dropped at the 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers from there. Nice return by Ashton Pride. Eli Ellis in on the stump for the Bearcats. So Mangum will have it, 1st and 10 at their own 39 with 2:41 left in the half. They do have 2 timeouts remaining, leading 12-6. Tell you what, Big O center Gavin Williams, this is perfect weather for him. He loves this stuff. Pistol formation now for the Tigers. Hand the ball off to Lavoie, and Nick spilled as he went across the 42 out to about the 43-yard line, knifing in to make the play from his linebacker position was Jamarcus Ty. So second down, gain of 3 on the play. Second down at about 7 for Mangum. 2:15 left in the first half of play. Reisner here on the near side. Hand it off again to Lavoie, and again Nick going to be met as he gets to the line of scrimmage. Turned back by Jackson Allison, and a bunch of gold helmets to bring up a third down in about 6. Ball at the 34, line to make, and not quite the 34, line to make for first down will be the 40. Minute 50 left to the first half of play. 3 wide receivers split to the far side. Nobody here on the near side. It's Pride in the slot. Look for him across the middle. Going to roll right and throw. Pass caught by Pride, and Ashton will pick up the first down and more as he breaks tackles and takes it inside Hobart territory down to the 46-yard line. That one set up for Ashton. They had the 2 wide receivers split wide. They ran them down the field, and Ashton just kind of snuck in behind him. A little flip there by Aiden Warner, and that's an easy pitch and catch for a first down. Minute 20 left in the first half of play. Mangum going to get a little bit more enthusiastic now, I would think. Before they do, timeout going to be taken by Hobart. We take one as well. 1:19 left in the half. Mangum leading 12-6. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
Well, Hobart decides not to take the timeout. Instead, they run a play. It was a fly pattern down the right side. Pass intended for wide receiver Nate Augustine, and he couldn't hold on. Incomplete. Warner going to roll, throws, pass again intended for Augustine, and again incomplete. 1:01 left in the first half of play. Bring up a third down now and 10 for the Tigers. Ball at the Hobart 45-yard line. Reisner coming here on the near side. Augustine tight end. In the slot is Pride. Bringing Martinez up top, and now a timeout going to be taken. Let's make sure that it's held on to, and it will be this time by Mangum. So clock stop with 1:01 left in the first half of play. Mangum 3rd and 10 when you and I come back on Classic Hits 97.7.
The road towards successful, lasting solutions for treatment of snoring and sleep apnea can have plenty of bumps along the way. Hello, I am Dr. Dustin Lively, and together with the rest of my team, we can lend a valuable helping hand. If you have trouble with snoring or have had a sleep study and are struggling with your prescribed therapy, call us at Easy Sleep Solutions, 580-782-2027, or go to the letters EZSleepSolutions.com.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
3rd and 10 for Warner. Turns, fakes the handoff, going to roll near side. Being chased, sets, throws, pass, middle of the field. Lavoie wide open, 25, 10, 5, and a touchdown for Nick Lavoie. How about that? So Lavoie makes the catch for the touchdown, but as Lee Corso once said, not so fast, my friends. Holding going to be called on Mangum. Wow. So Lavoie just sat at the 25-yard line wide open. And the pass perfectly delivered by Aiden Warner, but again, holding will be called on the Tigers. And Hobart will dodge a bullet there. 49 seconds left in the first half of play. We talked about footwork, and that time Aiden did a great job of getting his feet set, rolled to the near side, across his body, had to throw that ball. But again, had the shoulders squared, the feet set, delivered a perfect ball. Unfortunately, there was holding on the play. So 3rd down now. The line to make for first down, the 35-yard line of Hobart. The ball at the 40-yard line of Mangum. Reisner going to go in motion. Aiden wants to throw. Slip screen near side Pride. Ashton on his feet at the 45, runs into his own man, breaks a couple of tackles and takes it down inside the 45-yard line of Hobart to the 44. He'll be shy of a first down by about 7, and Mangum going to use their final timeout of the half with 33 seconds left in the first half of play. You and I come back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting sports season, Tigers. Cattlemen's Bank is behind you all the way.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Here is your game reset. 33 seconds left in the first half of play. Mangum on top 12-6. No timeouts for the Tigers as they face a 4th and 10 at the 45-yard line of Hobart. Warner, pistol formation with Lavoie. Aiden wants to throw, plenty of time, goes deep, right side for Pride, and Ashton will make the catch for the first down, break a tackle at the 10, 5, touchdown Ashton Pride. This time there are no flags, 45 yards in the score, and with 21 seconds left in the first half of play, Mangum has extended their lead to a dozen. It is 18-6 with the extra point on the way. So a great job by Ashton to adjust to the football. It was in flight. Underthrown, back shoulder underthrow, makes the catch, then breaks the tackle, and scoots down the sidelines for the score. Mangum going to go for two. Lavoie throws into the corner of the end zone for Augustine. Nate will make the catch, and the two-point conversion is good. 21 seconds left in the first half of play. Mangum has 20. Hobart has 6, and we're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Deborah Reed Maddox and David Henry says that was a dandy play late in the first half by the for the Tigers against the Bearcats. Is 45 yards over the top. Warner to Pride. Mangum on top, 20-6, following the two-point conversion. Great catch in the corner there by the sure-handed Nathan Augustine. Paula Little Power says, hey, a little Mangum magic on that play, and indeed that was the case. So Mangum on top, 20-6, huge play to be what looks like going to be the final play offensively for Mangum in the first half. They will kick the football away here. Keep in mind, Hobart will get the ball to begin period number 3. Biatonde set to kick it away. And Pasquale's kick goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So Hobart will get it first and 10. No time off the clock as the Bearcats will take over at their 35-yard line. Let's see what Colt Allison does here. Remember, one of the touchdowns that Mangum scored, Coach Allison went for it on 4th and short in his own territory, own red zone, if you will, at his own 20-yard line. Mangum held defensively and took it in a couple of plays later to get their second score of the night. So let's see what they do here. You would think they would take a knee, but then again, I'm a broadcaster and not a coach. Sawyer Davidson going to bring the play in from the sidelines. Hobart does have 2 timeouts remaining, but again, 65 yards away. And they will, take a knee here. Okay. Went in deep formation there with Bodie Jarvis. I didn't know if something was up or not, but instead it's a knee taken by quarterback Ty Harmon. So the first half will come to an end with Mangum on top by a pair of scores. 20 on the board for Hobart, or for Mangum rather. 6 on the board for Mangum. Oh, I'll get it right. I've got dyslexia right now. Mangum leading 20-6 at the half over Hobart. And you and I come back when I straighten out my eyeballs after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattleman's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattleman's Bank is Tiger proud.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
At the half, Mangum on top by a score of 20-6. The Tigers scored the first time they touched the football, went the length of the field, and able to score relatively easily. They missed the 2-point conversion and led 6-0. Then they were the benefactors of a turnover on downs deep inside Hobart territory. In fact, at the Bearcat 20-yard line, Mangum able to go in for the short drive from 20 yards away and made it a 12-0 ball game, and again unable to convert on the extra point and or 2-point conversion. Then striking late in that first half, Ty Harmon went 35 yards on a scamper on 4th down and long. Extra point no good, and so it was a 12-6 ball game. Then with 21 seconds left in the first half of play, Mangum goes over the top. Great pitch and catch between a couple of guys that are getting more and more familiar with one another, and they're finding different ways to get the ball into the hands of Ashton Pride, and why not? Pride makes the catch down the far sideline as he adjusted to the over-the-shoulder pass, broke a tackle, and went into the end zone. And then the 2-point conversion, the pass thrown into the corner to Nathan Augustine, who made the catch, and that made it a 20-6 ball game at the half, and that's where we are. Mangum on top, 20-6 at the intermission, leading Hobart in this ball game that is featuring a couple of teams inside the district. Mangum, as we mentioned, 0-1 inside district play, and they had found themselves down minus 30 points when it comes to the point total. Trying to right that ship here this evening, and again, they lead it by a score of 20-6. At the half. Mangum on top 20-6. Will come back. Check some others halftime scores after this timeout. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattleman's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattleman's Bank is Tiger proud.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Anna, and I'd like to invite you to Mangum's newest retail store, Dapper 14 Boutique. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Right now, all summer clothing is on sale and fall merchandise is here. We're on Facebook and at dapyr14.com. Visit us at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Come shop Dapper 14. You'll love it.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Tigers on top by a pair of scores here at the half as they lead Hobart 20-6 your score. At the intermission, Mangum in front of Hobart. Let's check some other scores from around the area. And we've had a question about Tipton and Mangum. They used to play, apparently, one another in high school football. Not anymore because Tipton is an 8-man team. But, boy, they are a powerhouse and certainly have righted the ship this year. Tigers leading Geary late in the first half of play, 44-0. That one looks to be headed to a Mercy Rule Bowl game. Again, late in the first half, Tipton in front of Geary. It is a 44-0 score there. All right, see if we can't get checked in with some Class A scores here. And again, having a little bit of trouble with our internet connection this evening, as you've heard Chad talk about. 20-6 our score here. And again, in case you missed it last night, Walters improved their season record to 6-0 inside the friendly confines of their club and 2-0 inside the district. Actually, 3-0 inside the district now as they beat Empire by a final score of 52-27. Okay, at the half, it is Burns-Flagdale City in front of Merritt, 30-18 at the half. Number one, Ringling in front of Healdton, 29-0. That is a halftime score. Same score, Texoma and Thomas. Texoma on top of that one, 21-0 at the intermission. Fairview late in the first half of play, beating Sayre 28-6. Yellow Jackets 28-6 over Sayre. That one late in the first half of play. Snyder up by a pair of scores at the half against Carnegie. It's the Cyclones leading the Wildcats 14-0. 14-0. Snyder in front of Carnegie at the half. Also at the half, Hooker in front of Moreland. Hooker 16, Moreland 8. Halftime score there, 16-8. Hooker in front of Moreland. Apache, no trouble with Cordell at the half. Apache 44, Cordell nothing. And again, that is a halftime score, 44-0. Apache on top. No surprise there. At the half here, it's 20-6. Mangum in front of Hobart. As we take another timeout, come back, we'll check some more scores for you from around the state here on Classic Hits 97.7 and also on OKSports.tv.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Fresh floral arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of owner Darla Hately at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say, "You shouldn't have," but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call local at 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
At the half, Wichita Insurance and American Farmers and Ranchers proudly serve cities and towns throughout rural Oklahoma. We're your neighbors and part of the communities. We're proud of our schools, youth, and communities, and that's why we're investing in rural Oklahoma. Wichita Insurance and AFR want to be your agent and insurance company. So call 580-301-6352 today and let us help you protect your farm and ranch operations, autos, and home. At the half, Mangum in front of Hobart 20-6. Our halftime score 20-6. Mangum leading Hobart in this critical A2 matchup. Also this evening in 4A play, good one going on along Interstate 40. Weatherford at the half out in front of Clinton. That is a 15-10 score. The Eagles leading the Red Tornadoes at the intermission. And again, that is a 15-10 score along I-40 this evening. Also, speaking of I-40, good one going on down at Cache, a school from the I-40 area. That is Oak City. They lead Cache at the intermission. It is a 20-14 ball game, 20-14. Cache trailing Elk City. And again, that ball game is at the half. 20-6 our score here. Mangum in front of Hobart on this week number 6 ball game. And as we check, let's see if we can't check in with 5A. Find out what's going on down there at Hightower Memorial Stadium in Altus, where the Bulldogs are taking on the number 1 team in 5A District 2 right now. My goodness, that would be, or 5A1 actually. And that, of course, is Elgin. Check that score from Hightower Memorial Stadium. And at the half, Elgin in front of Altus, 21-0. 21-0, Elgin in front of Altus at the intermission. Boy, here's a surprise. Number 1 McAllister beaten last night. Didn't know if you saw this or not. Coweta beat them by a final score of 49-0. 49-0 was the final score there. Check in as well with Bixby. Of course, Bixby winners of 54 in a row, coming in 5-0 on the year and 2-0 inside 6A1 play as they moved up from 6A2. They won 6 of the last 7 6A2 titles, and now they're playing in 6A1 and not missing a beat. Taking on the Plainsmen of Enid this evening. And again, our device is running a little bit slow this evening, waiting for that score to come in, and hadn't been able to get it yet. So we'll take a timeout, come back, and check the ticker, as Denny Matthews used to say when we listen to the Kansas City Royals baseball games. At the half, Mangum leading 20-6 over Hobart. More classic hits, 97.7.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients. And this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office. Locations in Altus and Mangum.
The road towards successful, lasting solutions for treatment of snoring and sleep apnea can have plenty of bumps along the way. Hello, I am Dr. Dustin Lively, and together with the rest of my team, we can lend a valuable helping hand. If you have trouble with snoring or have had a sleep study and are struggling with your prescribed therapy, call us at Easy Sleep Solutions, 580-782-2027, or go to the letters EZSleepSolutions.com.
20-6 our score at the half. It is Mangum in front of Hobart, and the more things change, the more they stay the same, or something like that, as we invited familiar voice into the broadcast booth. And I don't know, in all honesty, that we've ever done a game together, have we?
Never. We've never had mics hot on the same radio station. No, we have not.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. In the 20 years I've been back.
Okay, well, that's about to change.
Yeah.
So, second half about to get underway here. Between Mangum and Hobart. And you were doing the Hobart broadcast for the Fox Radio Network stations, and now you're doing them for me, and Chad is down there because of I don't know. I can't keep up with it all. It's much too difficult for my tiny little brain. But I will ask you this. You were down there producing. A little bit surprised that Colt Allison goes for it on 4th down and about a yard from his own 19?
Yes. Yes, we were there as well.
Okay. And, I mean, work me through that. Why do you, and again, I'm not criticizing it because I don't know that I would have done the same thing, but talk me through that process, that thought process as to why you think that occurred.
I think it was just one of those opportunities to maybe get a little bit of momentum, maybe a young group, maybe build a little bit of confidence. Maybe is my thought process in that.
Looking for a spark for his ball club.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, and it turned into they give up a touchdown out of the play, but still it's a 2-score game, so anything can happen here in this second half. Thank you so much, Michael, for the cliches. Dusty McAlexander, by the way, has joined us. Dusty, good to have you alongside. I think Dusty recently celebrated a birthday, if I'm correct. They don't know how old she is because the tablets apparently don't go back that far. But anyhow, Dusty, happy birthday to you. Pam Simmons, Debbie Delahunty Davis says nice game, as she has checked in. And Sherry Shepard Kendall has joined us as well. So I don't know what your setup was down there while you were doing the Hobart version of the broadcast over on 1420 and on the Facebook page and all that stuff. Did you guys are you in the open air or do you have a window in front of you?
We actually are open air.
Okay. So now if the rain starts in the second half, just be prepared that we've got the window here. And part of what Chad did in the first half, and I think that's why he switched with you, is he actually took a squeegee out there and was cleaning the window. So.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So we can get that for you if the rain restarts here in this second half of play. Off topic, but I want to ask you about this because I know you're a sports guy and you're involved in a lot of things. Have you caught? My goodness.
Yeah.
Have you caught Savannah Banana baseball fever? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I have not yet. I just saw the Savannah Banana little release on Facebook before I came over to the stadium this evening.
This is something, if you've got ESPN Plus, you have got, and Deanna and I are just fascinated by this. They've got like 6 episodes, maybe 5, and I think we've watched all but 1. And it is just fun stuff. They have decided to change the rules of baseball, and the things that they do are amazing. The marketing that they do is amazing. And what they're trying to do with the Savannah Bananas is turn them into baseball's version of the Harlem Globetrotters.
Oh, okay.
And they actually are coming to Oklahoma in May of next year.
Mm-hmm.
And we are on the list to get the email to say, hey, you can buy tickets now. They're going to play a game in Oklahoma City, and they're going to play 2 games up in Tulsa.
Oh, wow.
And they've also got it scheduled for Kansas City, Kansas. So I just wanted to ask you that as the Major League Baseball season has gotten to the postseason. So I was fascinated by that. While I've got you here as well, OU Texas tomorrow, is there any chance at all that OU is going to lose 3 games in a row?
I'd say, yeah, there is a chance.
Wow.
But it's OU Texas.
Right.
And you throw records out the door.
I agree with you 100%. I think that they come back and really, and I think they win big tomorrow.
I think pride plays a big factor coming tomorrow.
All right, second half about to start here. We want to say hi to Mike McAlexander, who has joined us, and Shayla Willis as well, as we get ready for the second half of play. Remember, Hobart's kicked off to begin the ball game, and so they will get it here to begin the third quarter of play, which is being brought to you by 333 Dental. And good to have you alongside on a pink out night. I notice you don't have on pink.
I didn't get the memo.
Come on. Something tells me that you don't have any pink in your closet.
I have more pink than you'd imagine.
Really?
Yeah, I really do.
I've just never seen him wear it. All right. Biatande is set to kick the football away to begin the second half of play. Line drive deep, fielded in the middle of the field by Ty Harmon. He's got the 10, 15, 20. Shutterbug here to the 25 and 30, and across the 35 out to about the 37-yard line. A nice return by Harmon, tackled by Cooper Earls. It'll be 1st and 10 now for Hobart as they go to work here in the second half of play. Dusty McAlexander has checked in. She says, actually, I'm super young In my mind, anyway. All right, well, I mean, that's all that matters. I'm told quite often that I have the mentality of an 8-year-old, and that's an insult to 8-year-olds everywhere. So let's see what Hobart does here, trailing by a pair of scores as we begin the third quarter of play. Pretty good field position for the Bearcats. They'll split a man out here on the near side, and Harmon will set up shop underneath the center. He'll keep it left side, break a tackle, 40, still on his feet, and goes down to the 45-yard line. That's the same play he scored on in the first half of play. Harmon will pick up 5, nearly 6 on the play, tackled out in space, and a good tackle by Jackson Reisner. But again, a gain of 6. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 4 as the ball sets at the 45-yard line. Maybe a little bit strange for you working that handheld microphone there as well.
It's been a minute.
Mm-hmm. Rain has subsided, so weather really not a factor right now. Not much breeze here this evening either. 2nd down and 6. Inside handoff and breaking tackles out to the 50-yard line. Will go the fullback, Bodie Jarvis. He'll pick up a 1st down. Making the tackle for the Tigers was Jake Green. But again, Jarvis will pick up the 1st down. They'll move the sticks as the ball almost to the 50-yard line. It is on the Hobart side of the midfield stripe. So 1st and 10, split a man out here on the near side. That's Michael Holt. Is that Holden Jones? And now costing themselves 5 will be the Bearcats. Trey Cole that time. Oh, no, they got, okay. So Cole coaxing an encroachment that time into the neutral zone by the defense of Mangum. How about that? Kelsey Bethea has checked in. Hello, Kelsey. Been a while since we've heard from you. Hope life is treating you well and more of that rain is coming our way. I played in 2 golf tournaments this year. Both times it was days just like this. Everybody's encouraging me to play in more golf tournaments. So 1st and 5 after the 5-yard mark off, and now it's going to come back the other way. 2-minute motion there for Hobart. As the Bearcats will gain 3 on the play, but again, this one is going to come back. An illegal shift there, and that's what I saw last time, but apparently Mangum was in the neutral zone before that illegal shift. So the 5 yards that Hobart got, now they're going to give right back, and yeah, the official was going to mark it off from where the play ended. And no, you can't do that. I'm sorry. You got to go back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be first down again, 1st and 10. Third time that we have seen 1st and 10. So back to the just outside the 50-yard line on the Hobart half. Clock running, 10:15 left here in the third. Brought to us by 333 Dental. Mangum on top by a pair of scores. This time, nowhere to go for the fullback, Brody Jarvis, as he is met at the line of scrimmage. Look at all the white hats in the middle of that one. Jake Green in on the stop. Got some help as well from Trey Williams. Nate Augustine was there. In fact, he made such a play that they had to adjust his outfit. Some of his stuff was hanging out. Half-yard gain on the play, they'll call it, for Jarvis. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. Sid the Kid back on the broadcast with us. Harmon going to keep it himself on the left side and breaks a couple of tackles, and he'll take it across the 45 down to about the 42-yard line. I tell you what, it looked like Harmon was going to be stopped back at the line of scrimmage, broke the tackle, and picked up 8 on the play and sets up a 3rd down and about a yard. And for no bigger than he is, Harmon runs hard. We saw it on the touchdown run. Saw it there, and again, we thought he was going to be stopped in the backfield. Breaks the tackle and gets it near a 1st down. And again, down by 2 scores. Ball at the Mangum 41.5-yard line. This is definitely 4-down territory for Hobart. And Mangum jumping, but again, well off the line of scrimmage, so they don't get into the neutral zone. Hobart going to change the play. Play clock is down to 5. Going to have to hurry here. Harmon underneath center, 2-1, gets it off. And timeout taken just before the ball was snapped. So we'll take one as well. 8:44 left in the third. Mangum on top by a score of 20-6. This is Classic Hits 97.7.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting sports season, Tigers. Cattlemen's Bank is behind you all the way.
Well, Colt Allison did not think his club was going to get that ball snapped prior to the play clock getting to 0, and they took the timeout. It'll be the first of the second half. 3rd down and 1. Does give Hobart an opportunity to set up a play here. Jarvis is the tailback, the quarterback sneak, and first down going to be picked up by Harmon. Good job by Harmon. Tackled by Jake Green, but not before he gets the first down. Also in on the stop for the Tigers was Landon Hutton. But again, first down picked up there. First down and 10 as they move the sticks. Ball now at the 38-yard line of Mangum. Hobart kind of laconic coming out of the break of the huddle, and the play clock is down to 10, now 8. 1st and 10. Harmon going to roll here on the near side, wants to throw, does, pass tipped. And a good job defensively there. That's going to be an illegal forward pass. Good job there by the linebacker out in space, and was Cooper Earls putting up a big paw and slapping that one away. That's the second illegal forward pass we've seen here this evening. Result in a loss of down. They will mark it off. Stops the clock with 8:06 left in the first half or third quarter of play. Brought to us by 333 Dental. So it is a 5-yard mark off. Take it back to the 43-yard line of Mangum. It sets up a 2nd down and 15. Again, it looked like maybe here on the near side there was some room for Ty Harmon to pick up positive yardage. Decided to throw the football and got called for the penalty. 1st and 15, or 2nd and 15, carrying it, Jarvis right up the middle of the field, and Bodie will pick up, it will give him 2 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down now and 13, ball at the 40-yard line. Hello, Jay Bird, good to have you alongside. Jay McCormick. Really thought Jay would be here, come up into the broadcast booth, shake our hands, slap us on the back, tell us what a good person we were. Kind of disappointed, Jay Bird. Come on, man. 7:30, I'm sure he didn't want to get out in the rain. His feathers would get wet. 7:30 left here in the third. Harmon going to keep it himself. Boy, he got hammered at the line of scrimmage. Great job of staying home that time by the two big uns up front. Making the play there was Jake Green and Colby Cagg, and it'll be 4th down. I mean, they had their sights set on the quarterback, and they had a meeting on top of him. 5 minutes gone by here in the third. It'll be 4th down and 13. Ball at the 40-yard line of Mangum. Trying to get the Tigers to jump into the neutral zone, and again, no success there. Good discipline by Mangum along that line of scrimmage. Now they'll go with a tight formation, and the play clock will evaporate, and a delay of game going to be called against Hobart. I think that was an intentional delay of game, don't you? No? Okay.
Giving him better room?
Yes, I think they wanted the 5 yards, have a little extra room to punt the football away. Ashton Pride going to drop back at about his own 15-yard line. Punt formation here. Ty Harmon. Harmon at his own 41. Then Blaine Lopez from left to right. Snap back to Harmon is good. And kick away and away. It is a dandy over Pride's head and into the end zone. So even though he had the extra 5 yards, he still kicked it through the end zone. 6:32 left here in the third. It's 20-6. Mangum on top. We're back to Hobart after this. Classic Hits 97.7.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
They go to work. 1st and 10. They lead at 20-6. 6:32 left here in the third. Pistol formation for the Tigers. And Warner now going to change the play. He's got Lavoie in the backfield with him. And Pride is split out to the far side as a wide receiver. One-on-one coverage out there. They'll hand it off to Nick. And boy, he got hammered as he got to the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. Jackson Allison right there to stop that one in his tracks. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Angie Williams has joined us from out there in New Mexico. It's pretty cool out there in New Mexico. Talking to some friends in the Kansas City metro area as well. Like 45 degrees there for a high. Brent Peeler, hello, buddy. 2nd down and 10. Lavoie, jet sweep right side, turns the corner, gets a block, has the 25-30, 35-40, across the midfield stripe, down the far sideline and dragged down at about the 33-yard line. Lavoie with a burst on the right side. Big yardage for Mangum. And with 5:48 left here in the third period of play, great field position for the Tigers. Shelly Jenkins Mullins has joined us from over at Mangum. We mentioned the weather in Kansas City, representing Truman High School, the class of 1979. Our good friend Mary Moberly Westcott, who has joined us from Independence. Mary, good to have you alongside, kid. We have got to plan a Christmas get-together this year for all of us old Truman High School folks. Pride split out here on the near side. 1st and 10 now for the Tigers. They've got it at the 33-yard line of Hobart. Augustine in motion. Keeping it this time is Warner behind Augustine. He'll take it inside the 30, down to about the 29-yard line. Don't see Aiden Warner very often on designed runs, but that time he got on the backside of Nate Augustine and picked up 4. 2nd down and 6. Of course, Mary, a big fan, as I am, of the Kansas City Royals, who fire just about everybody and start over. They'll finish last in the worst division in all of baseball. Yikes. 2nd down and 6 here. Long snap count. Again, changing the play will be Warner. By the way, into the backfield for the second time this evening for Mangum is Mr. Manny. They'll hand it off to him, and boy, I tell you what, he had nowhere to go as he does not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll mark him down at the 30, a loss of a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and long for the Tigers. By the way, Angie tells us it's 42 in Red River right now. You can have it. Debbie Delahunty Davis, thanks for joining us. Brent Peeler, I think that's Ola. Is that what that is, Brent? 3rd down and 9 for the Tigers. As Pride into the backfield, they'll hand it off to him. Ashton on the right side, kind of stutter steps and takes it inside the 30 down to about the 26-yard line. Bring up a 4th down and 3. Good job by Ashton just to be patient on that right side and kind of work his way down the line of scrimmage. Happy Friday indeed, Mary. Happy Friday indeed. So 4th down and 4 for the Tigers. Clock running, 3:30 left in the third. Mangum on top, 20-6. Warner wants to throw, pass in and out of the hands of Ashton. He had the 1st down and more and couldn't hold on. So the Bearcats will dodge a bullet there on this pink out night and get the ball back in their own territory, trailing 20-6 with 3:22 left here in the third period of play. Brought to us by 333 Dental. That'll be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line of Hobart. So the Bearcats, who have had good field position at times here this evening, will have to put together a sustained drive now. Underneath center, Harmon Ty going to roll near side, wants to throw the football. Instead, going to tuck and run, has the 35-40, stops and is dragged down at about the 43-yard line by Nate Augustine. Meantime, you look all the way back across the field at about the 32, and there's a yellow hanky, and that is in an area of holding. The white hat says you are correct, Michael Barnes, and this one is going to come back. And boy, I tell you what, what's frustrating there for Colt Allison and company is that hold occurs about 20 yards away from where the play was. Debbie, always willing to give you the time that you deserve, my friend. Good to have you alongside. So with 3:05 left in the third, instead of a first down across the 40-yard line, it'll be first down, and we'll call it 14 as the ball sets at about the 22. The 10-yard mark off, and again, that's from the point of infraction. Here's a run by Harmon, middle of the field. He's got the 45-50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, he gone, touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. How about that? 78-yard scamper there from quarterback Ty Harmon. And again, Harmon has shown the ability to break tackles at the line of scrimmage. And then when he gets into that second and third level, he can run. And outran the defense there. And that will make it a 20-12 ball game. 2:42 left in the third. So big-time extra point coming up here. 8-point ball game right now. Harmon trying to kick the extra point and a little bit gassed after that 78-yard romp. Extra point is on the way, and this time it is up, and it is good. So Harmon, even though he is exhausted, able to make the extra point, and Ty will give his club a little bit closer. 20-13 our score, 2:42 left in the third, and we're back to Phil Dalkey Field here in Hobart after this.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Well, we heard it's 42 at Red River, probably about the same up there in Independence, Missouri. 58 here in Hobart, but the rain has started again. Keep that in mind. Hopefully it'll come down in a straight fashion, and you won't have to get out there with your squeegee. It does look like it's coming straight down before a little sideways stuff going on, but the Mary Poppins are beginning to do just that. So, Ty Harmon got to be a little bit exhausted right now. He goes 78 yards, scores the touchdown, kicks the extra point. Now he's got to kick off. And again, Mangum not convinced it's going to go very deep. End over end, Pride will field at the 26, drop it, pick it up, has the 29-30, and going to be spun down at about the 33-yard line. Ashton Pride, good job of holding on to the football after he lost it initially, making the stop. Sawyer Davidson, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 34 officially, 1st and 10 from the 34 for Mangum. Tigers on top, 20-13, 2:36 left here in the third. Brought to us by 333 Dental. Nobody complaining about that rainfall in this part of the country, I can promise you. A couple of wide receivers here on the near side. That's Reisner in the slot. Martinez next to him. From the pistol formation, here comes Aiden Warner. 1st and 10. Warner hands it off to Lavoie, right side. Neck looking for a block. Gets it, takes it across the 40, out to about the 42-yard line. And a shoestring tackle there turned in by Sawyer Davidson, but a positive run that time for Nick Lavoie. He'll gain 8, second down and a pair. 2:15 left here in the third. Sam Powers had a conversation with the officials after that touchdown. I'm not really sure what that was about. Second down and 2 here. Again, Lavoie right side, and this time he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Penetration by that man, Ty Harmon, and it led to a couple of guys to clean it up for Hobart, including Jamarcus Dye. And so what was second down and short now becomes third down and about 4.5 from the 40-yard line. Howdy hi to Jessica, I'm sorry, got to put it all together, Jessica. It's been one of those days. Hoppengardner, who has joined us. Hello, Jessica. Always a pleasure to have you alongside, my friend. Third down. Lavoie fakes the handoff. They'll throw it across the middle, and the pass going to be incomplete. Intended for Nate Augustine, and he ran into the umpire. And the umpire, he sets up shop there. Augustine was open. The ball delivered. And the official, and Nate all got there at about the same time. And that particular official, he's got some rocks in his pockets, okay? He's not a chip off the old block. He's the whole woodpile. So it is not often that you see Augustine go in the opposite direction, but he did there. So that sets up 4th down and 5. Mangum going to punt the football away. Ashton in punt formation, rugby kick, and he thought about keeping it, and now kicks it. And I don't know how he got it out of there. It'll roll inside the 25, down to about the 24-yard line. Wow. That was brave. Heather Crabb-Caskey says, "Go Tigers, go," and hello to Emma Geralds as well, who has joined us. So, good kick by Ashton. Put the football at the 24-yard line for Hobart. 1st and 10 from there. 1:13 left in the third. Our third quarter is always brought to us by 333 Dental. Mangum on top, 20-13. Boy, you go back to that touchdown they scored with 21 seconds left in the first half of play on the pitch and catch from Warner to Pride. How important was that thing? Now, keeping it will be Harmon, and he'll get to the 25 and no more. A gain of a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9. Pride in on the stop, also getting off the bottom of the pile for Mangum was Green. Got help as well from Williams. 2nd down and 9. Clock running. Tick, 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 tick. 45 seconds left here in the third quarter of play. And again, light rain continuing to fall. We have seen it come into play a couple of times on some balls that have gone through wide receivers and defensive back hands. Did we say hi to Emma Geralds? If we didn't, we'll say it again. Hi, Emma. Inside handoff here. And, boy, Pride stayed right at home, and he is stuck his hat right in the middle of the back and pushed him back the other way. Good job by Ashton. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 9. Cleaning up that time was Jake Green. And that will be, I would think, the final play of period number 3. Hobart will not run another play. So we've got 3 quarters in the books. It's a tight, tense one here on a pink out night in Hobart. 20 on the board for Mangum, 13 for the Bearcats. And you and I come back for period number 4. After this on Classic Hits, 97.7.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Of course, this is a great rivalry, and we have been part of a lot of ball games between these two schools. Great rivalry coming up on Monday night. Monday Night Football, boy, a dandy. The Raiders and the Chiefs. I believe that's going to be in Kansas City at Arrowhead. That will be a great one. We look forward to that. Denise Dillahunty-Webb has joined us. Denise, our love and our thoughts always with you, kid. Hope that you're doing the best that you possibly can. So here we go. 3rd down now. 3rd down and about 8 for Hobart. 4th quarter set to get underway. And Harmon wants to roll right side, gets a block, now going to tuck. And a good job of the Mangum defense to string that thing out. And he will be short of a first down by about 4 yards, knocked down at the 30-yard line. As in on the stop for the Tigers included Cooper Earls from his linebacker position. Earls did not vacate the area, stayed at home and made the play. So 4th down and about 5. And with 11:30 and the clock running in the ball game, this is no time to go for it here if you're Colt Allison, he says. William Dickey has joined us in the broadcast booth. Hello, Coach. Zara Zachary tuning in as well. Zara, hope things are going, kiddo. So set to punt the football away is Harmon. Ties kick off the side of his foot. It will pitch forward. But that is the second time tonight that Harmon has struggled punting the football. And it gives great field position to the Tigers. Mangum flipping the field on that change of possessions. And they will have it inside Hobart territory at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. 11:06 left of the ball game. Fourth quarter is always brought to us by our good friends over there at Cattleman's Bank. We appreciate Cattleman's Bank. 2 wide receivers here on the near side. Warner from the pistol formation. In the slot, you'll find Pride. They're looking his way. Aiden wants to throw. Ashton wide open, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. He gone. Ashton Pride, pitch and catch, number 2 of the night. This one from 43 yards away. And with 10:57 left in the ball game, it's 26-13, and the extra point is on the way. And again, they are finding different ways to get the football into the hands of Ashton Pride, and why not? I mean, when the season started, he was feature back in the backfield, and now they're putting him in the slot, putting him in that formation to get him the football as often as they can. Extra point attempt is blocked, no good. And with that, we'll take a timeout. 10:57 left of the ball game. Mangum on top by 13, 26-13. Classic Hits 97.7.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattleman's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattleman's Bank is Tiger proud.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
10:57 left in the ball game. It's 26-13. We talk about the rivalry here between these two ball clubs, Kansas City and the Las Vegas Raiders in the National Football League. Of course, a rivalry going to be renewed tomorrow down in Texas, Dallas specifically. The Cotton Bowl will be the location. Oh, if only Keith Jackson were still around for that one, right? Oklahoma and Texas. Sooners losers of 2 in a row, but again, when you talk about the matchup, the Red River rivalry, when the one-loss records kind of go out the window. We look forward to that one at 11 tomorrow morning. The only thing that we're upset about is TCU and Kansas are playing at the same time tomorrow. That's a shame. Be flipping back and forth between those two games. Game day going to be in Lawrence tomorrow. That'll be a lot of fun. Pride kicking, or rather, Biatonde kicking the ball away here. And about the 5-yard line goes Bladen Lopez. Lopez right up the middle of the field, across the 25, bounces off a tackler, turns it to the outside, looks for a block. Jackson giving chase, and he'll make the tackle at about the 26-yard line. Good job by Jackson Reisner to stay with that one and make the play because, boy, I tell you what, if Lopez turns the corner, it could be Katie bar the door time. Oh, shot at Gag Palmer. We love this stuff. Anita Barrett, good job, Mangum Tigers. And Paula Lively says, hooray. 10:46 left of the ball game. Mangum on top by a pair of scores as the rain continues to fall here at Phil Dalkey Field. 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. They have it at their own 33. Toss sweep right side. Sawyer Davidson turns the corner, cuts it back inside the 40 to the 45-yard line. And that'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark his knee down at the 44, but again, they move the sticks Davidson able to turn the corner that time and pick up the first down. It's been far from being over. And again, with the moisture in the air that we have had here this evening, the ball can do some goofy things. First and 10 now. 44-yard line of Hobart. Trailing by a pair of scores. And before this one gets underway, we're going to get, I believe, an illegal formation. Yep. False start was the call officially. Shane Hagee with a prediction, by the way. He says OU surprises Texas and wins by 7. Oklahoma State in action tomorrow. They take on Texas Tech. And, you know, in years gone by, that ball game, OSU and Texas Tech, I mean, they had basketball scores in those games. Just crazy. Maybe not so much tomorrow, but in the past, they certainly have. Carry here and not even getting back to the line of scrimmage is Bodie Jarvis. Good job on the interior. Nate Augustine. Ashton Pride getting off the pile there. Also got some help from Jake Green. So it'll bring up a second down now. Second down in about 4.5. 9:40 clock running here in this fourth quarter of play. Mangum leading 26-13. Blaine Lopez getting the call from the sideline. Going to bring the play in. Play clock down to 15. At some point, Hobart will have to pick up the pace a bit, down by a pair of scores. Send a man in motion here. Going to toss it near his side. Turning the corner, breaking tackles, lowering his head, and getting it near the original line of scrimmage will be tailback Trey Cole. That'll bring up a third down and about 10. Big hit here on the near side. Aiden Warner getting off the pile. Also in the middle of that one for Mangum is Caden Rapp, who made that initial hit. How about Caden? Now Trey Williams going to come into the ball game. Or Gavin Williams, rather. Gavin. In that nose tackle position. Third down and 10 here for Hobart. Bearcats going to change the play. Play clock at 10. 8:30 left on the game clock. Boy, play clock down at 4. They're going to have to hurry to get this one off. 2-1, and they didn't get it. Yeah. Second time tonight, delay of game penalty called on the Bearcats. And instead of third down and 10, third and 15. Colt Allison not happy with his offensive coordinator. Colt thinks he's got a timeout, and asking the white hat about that, and they did get the timeout. So no 5-yard mark off, just the second timeout of the second half called against Hobart. We take one as well. 8:24 left of the ball game. Mangum on top by 26-13 here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Out of the timeout, Hobart facing a third down and 10. 8:24 left of the ball game. They trail 26-13. Let's see what Colt Allison and company dialed up here. Line of scrimmage, the 45. The line of the bank, the 45 of Mangum. And keeping it himself to the 50-yard line will be quarterback Ty Hartman. And I think that Allison made up his mind in that timeout. We're going to call 2 plays. And that will be the case. The line to make actually is between the 46 and the 45. So it's fourth down and about 4.5. This may be your ball game right here. By the way, I appreciate Shane Hagee's transparency. He says, I'm predicting OU to be nice to my Sooner friends. So here we go. Fourth down and a little over 4 for Hobart. Instead of man in motion, toss sweep, near side, breaking tackles and picking up the first down and more. Headed to the house, 20, 15, and tackled at about the 11-yard line will be Trey Cole. Cole tackled, touchdown saving tackle by Nathan Augustine. Great hustle by Augustine to come all the way across and down the field to make the play. But a big gain there for Cole. And did he get inside the 10? They'll mark him right at the 10, so it'll be first and goal from there. 7:25 left of the ball game. Cole will set down. And they'll send a man in motion here, keeping it left side, cutting it back in, inside the 5, down to about the 4-yard line. Will be quarterback Ty Harmon. And Harmon sets up a second and goal for his club from the 4. Pride in on the stop for Mangum. Lavoie there as well. And the Mangum defense needing to stiffen right about now. 6:50 left of the ball game. They lead by a pair of scores, but Hobart is knocking on the door. Fullback keeper up the middle and nowhere to go that time for Bodie Jarvis. Good job in the middle of the field by Mangum's defense. Love the stalemate up front by Colby Cagg. He really is the one that gummed that one up, and nowhere for the tailback Jarvis to go. So to bring up a third down and goal. Ball at the 5-yard line. 6:20 and running. Remember, Hobart has burned 2 of their timeouts here in this second half of play. See what Ty Harmon and company have dialed up here. Harmon, toss sweep, and the ball on the ground, and Mangum gonna get it. Tigers able to recover the football as Cole put it on the ground. And coming away with a loose ball for Mangum, I believe that was Mason Parker, and it was. So Parker picks up the football for Mangum, and the Tiger defense did hold there deep in their own territory. They'll get it on the turnover, first down and 10 from their own 9-yard line. 6:07 left of the ball game. And we have seen on 3 separate occasions now some toss sweeps by Harmon that were off the mark, and it has cost them 2 of the 3 times. Deep handoff here, no, keeping it, and they'll pass it out to the big bruising tight end here on the near side. As Cooper Earls made the catch, got hit immediately, a gain of 2 on the play. That'll bring up a second down and 8. A little surprised Mangum throwing the football that deep in their own territory, up by 2 scores, and the clock running with 5:40 remaining. Pride split out here on the near side, got one-on-one coverage. He's got a couple of big catches for touchdowns tonight. This time they will run it, and that's Lavoie. And Nick going to break a couple of tackles and drag people out to near the 15-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 14, and that'll bring up a third down and about 4.5. The line to make is the 19. Joshua Parks enjoying the hustle of Nate Augustine a moment ago as he saved that touchdown run from Cole, and then Trey fumbled the football a couple of plays later. So third down and 4.5, 5 minutes left in the ball game. Mangum, do they throw here or keep it on the ground? Going to throw the football, chasing out of the backfield and throwing on the run will be Aiden Warner. Catch is made by Pride. I don't think it's enough for a first down, though. Nope, going to be short by about a half a yard. Is unable to keep his footing there was Ashton Pride, and this will mean that Mangum will have to punt the football away, or at least will set up in punt formation. 4:35 left of the ball game. Clock continuing to run. Ashton in punt formation. 2 return men back here at about the 40 and 45-yard line for Hobart. Ashton kicks it side of his foot, and boy, I tell you what, Hobart going to get it in great field position. That didn't make the 30-yard line. So Mangum couldn't do a whole lot with the football. They did run time off the clock, which is now precious. 4:16 remaining, 26-13. Tigers on top. Mangum with all 3 of their timeouts remaining, but just 1 for Hobart. Again, they trail by 2 scores. Line of scrimmage, the 29-yard line of Mangum. Tricia Stover likes the efforts of Mason in the ball game. So here we go. First down play, throw, across the middle. Catch is made by Cole, breaking tackles to the 5 and into the end zone, Trey Cole. So just like that, one play and a touchdown from 29 yards away. A little pitch and catch there from Ty Harmon to Trey Cole. And that'll make it a 26-19 ball game. And we'll see if they go for 2 or kick the extra point. And it would look like Ty Harmon is going to try to kick it. So a quick score there. Took hardly any time off the clock. And has brought Hobart to within a score. 4:08 left in the ball game. 26-19, the lead right now 7 for Mangum. Snap is back. Hold is true. The kick is on its way, and it is good. So with 4:08 left in the ball game, we've got a ball game. 26 on the board for Mangum, 20 for Hobart. Come on back to the edge of your chair after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
Well, congratulations to the folks here at Hobart, the cheerleaders and everybody helping to raise money, and they just added $900 in the fight against cancer on this Pink Out night, raising about $900, so congratulations in the continued fight against cancer. Don't forget it'll be a Pink Out night next Thursday night. Remember, Thursday night, because of fall break, Thursday night, Mangum will be at home, and they'll entertain Empire in a 7 o'clock ball game. Oh, by the way, Jackson Allison now to kick the football away. Left footer on the ground, and we'll get a penalty flag. Offside is going to be called on Hobart. Now, the ball was recovered on one hop by Aiden Warner, and they blew the whistle, it sounded like, before the ball was kicked by Allison. So I think this is one that you've got to accept, and it's actually a break for Hobart. No time runs off the clock. Mangum had recovered it, and now they're going to get another chance at the onside kick. So Cole Allison, with his left foot, will try it again. Allison, by the way, 6'5" and 260. You got to love it when a guy that big is kicking a football. So Allison will back it up 5 yards to the 35. Jackson will try again. His line drive right at Aiden Warner. Of course, he's part of the good hands team up there, and this one going to bounce. It bounce off the face mask of a couple of Tigers, and we've got a scrum, but I think Mangum is going to get on that football. That ball took a wicked hop, and Hobart's going to come up with it. Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable. Bottom of the pile, and one of the Bearcats had the football in his hands. And now Mangum will really have to stiffen defensively. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. They have it at their own 48-yard line. 4:07 left in the ball game. Mangum on top, 26-20, a precarious lead, to say the least. Little inside handoff here. Nope, they're going to fake it and roll it out to the right side. Keeping it is Harmon. He'll take it inside Mangum territory, down to about the 46-yard line. Great sleight of hand that time by Harmon. I thought he had handed the football off to his tailback, Bodie Jarvis, but instead Jarvis was blocking out in front for the sophomore quarterback, and Harmon got almost 6 on the play. 2nd down now. Ball just inside the 46-yard line. Harmon underneath center. Man in motion. He's going to keep it himself, run into his own man, and take it inside the 45 down to about the 44. Nick Lavoie in on the stop for Mangum. Cooper Earls there as well. A gain of a couple on the play. Third down at about 2.5. Obviously 4-down territory if you are Hobart. 3:10 left of the ball game. Tick, 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 tick. Clock running. Bearcats, 1 timeout remaining. Rain continuing to lightly fall. That has played a factor here in the second half of play. So third down and about 2. Harmon does hand it off this time to his fullback, and he'll pick up the first down. Ball came loose late, and Mangum says they've got it. Haven't received an official word, and it will be Hobart football inside the 40 at the 39. Hard running there by tailback Bodie Jarvis. They'll move the sticks. Clock stopped with 2:52 remaining. Now they will wind the clock as the chain crew slow to move on that far sideline. 2:40 and running. 1st and 10. Ball inside Mangum territory. Hobart has it at the 39-yard line. Harmon wants to throw off his back foot into no man's land. Pass incomplete. Good coverage down the far side that time by Mangum. Looked like it was intended for Michael Holt. And coverage was right there, stride for stride, by the Tigers secondary, specifically Mason Parker. So second down and 10. 2:27 left of the ball game. Incomplete pass, stopping the clock. Again, Harmon's forte is not throwing the football, it's running. He'll toss it here on the near side. Trying to turn the corner is Cole. Cole going to get knocked out of bounds at about the 36. Penalty flag at the 37. And that thrown by the umpire, and that's going to be a hold. So a break there for Mangum, holding Cole against the Bearcats. Mark it off 10 from the 38, it looks like. And actually take it outside the 48-yard line, about halfway between the 48 and 49. Second down from there. Line to make for a first down for Hobart is the 29, so second and about 20. 2:21 left of the ball game. The White Hat showed to run the clock, and he's showing it again, but they haven't started the clock, and now they do. Second down at 20. Harmon going to keep it himself and take it across the 45 down to about the 44-yard line. And again, if you are Hobart, you got to play with a little bit of urgency right now. Good tackle there in the middle of the field by Jake Green. So third down, ball at the 44. And again, the line to make for a first down is the 29 of Mangum. 2-minute motion. It's the third time we've seen that tonight. Good job of running the football in the middle of the field by Jarvis, but it's just going to be for naught. As again, the two backs in that wing look moving at the same time, and Mangum they're gonna decline the penalty. So they're gonna set up a fourth down now. 4th and 9. The ball at the 38. So they're gonna surrender the yardage with 1:41 remaining. Say hi to Jennifer Allen, who has joined us. Jennifer, hope all's well with you. So the illegal shift was okay. Now Mangum is going to accept the penalty. Wow. There's confusion now with the officials. Originally, the White Hat said, no, we're not going to take the penalty from Mangum. Then they changed their mind. Then the official who walked off the penalty yardage walked it off from the line of scrimmage where the play ended instead of going back to the original line of scrimmage. Good golly, Miss Molly. So we'll do it all over again. Third down at about 20. As Harmon going to go roll out near side, chased by Earls. He'll cut it back inside, break a couple of tackles, and get knocked down at the 46-yard line. It'll be fourth down from there. Fourth down, and we'll call it 16. Clock running with 1:15 remaining. Hobart only one timeout remaining, and Colt Allison decides not to use it here. Well, the scoreboard shows him with with 2 timeouts remaining, but I don't think that's right. Now they're going to burn a timeout here. Wow. 1:03 left. Game on the line when you and I come back. Classic Hits 97.7.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
Okay, here you go. Here's game reset. 1:03 left in the ball game. 4th down and 17 for Hobart. The scoreboard says 1 timeout for the Bearcats, but I'm promising you they should only have 0 timeouts, but they're at home. So 3 timeouts for Mangum. Minute 3 left. 4th and 17. 6-point ball game. Here we go. Going to throw it here on the near side. A fly pattern. Pass intended for Jarvis and going to be picked off. Back the other way. Here comes Aiden Warner. Warner takes it inside Hobart territory down to about the 45-yard line, and that should seal it right there. Good job by Warner. He simply stayed stride for stride with Jarvis, fouled the football, made the interception, and returned it officially to the 36-yard line of Hobart. Kneel on the football 2 times, and Mangum will have their first district win of the year. Great job by, as I said, Aiden Warner. That time he went right with the wide receiver, and then when the wide receiver looked up looking for the ball, he turned and made the catch. That's not easy to do. They're going to go from the pistol formation here. I'm surprised. 1st and 10. Let's see if they don't kneel on it right here. Jackson Reiser going to go in motion. Going to throw the football. A little screen pass to Pride. Ashton with room down the seam. Makes a move at the 25. Cuts it back into the 20. Still on his feet at the 15. And finally going to be spun down there with 39 seconds left in the ball game. How about that? And so you say, well, why are you doing this if you're Sam Powers? Well, we talked about the point thing, right? Mangum was minus 30 coming into the ball game. Right now, they would pick up 6 on that and be at minus 24 with the victory. Get a touchdown, obviously you cut into that. And late in the season, the point differential could come into play. Down to 25 seconds left of the ball game. From, again, the pistol formation, Mangum will go to work. See if they go up to the air again. And hand it off to Pride this time. Ashton cuts it back inside. Boy, he was a tackle away from going into the end zone. Dragged down at about the 10-yard line. Nice play there by Sawyer Davidson. Mangum hustling to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down. 4 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Mangum not going to get off another play, but it's not going to matter. Tigers will hold on and win this thing. 26 on the board for Mangum. 20 for Hobart. The Tigers get their first district win of the year. It was a tough one. 26-20 your final score, and we're back to wrap it up on Classic Hits 97.7.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Anna, and I'd like to invite you to Mangum's newest retail store, Dapper 14 Boutique. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Right now, all summer clothing is on sale and fall merchandise is here. We're on Facebook and at DAPYR14.com. Visit us at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Come shop Dapper 14. You'll love it.
Well, Tiger fans and Sam Powers breathing a sigh of relief as they get their first district win of the year, holding on and knocking off Hobart by a final score of 26-20 in a ball game that saw both clubs really. Sometimes they were their own worst enemies in this contest, and at other times they were absolutely brilliant with the way they played. And Mangum holds on and wins it by a final score of 26-20. And they see their record now even out at 3-3 on the year overall. 1-2 inside district play. Deborah Reed Maddox says, great job, Tigers. And indeed, talk about what bitter rivals these kids are, and they certainly are. But after the ball game, they're all meeting at midfield to join in prayer. So congratulations to Mangum. And again, they win it by a final score of 26-20. Mangum will be back at home next Thursday night. Now, keep in mind, next Thursday night at the Liberty Bowl, they will entertain the Bulldogs of Empire. That ball game kicks off at 7 o'clock. And Hobart, meantime, gets to go up the road a ways, right?
Cordell, yes.
All right. So, and that'll be a big, expansive press box for you. You'll enjoy it there. You'll have the whole visitor side to yourself. And that ball game, you'll have a chance to listen to it on 1420 KTJS, also on 107 The Zone, and 102.1 on the FM dial. So all over the place, plus the Facebook page. Hey, it's fun doing a ball game with you.
Yes,
we'll have to get together and do it again sometime.
That's right. And once I know the kids' names a little better, I'll talk a little more as well. So
well, you talk more than Chad did, so I appreciate that. By the way, it's worth noting, and I don't know if she's listening, and I'm glad that we're here together to talk about this. Our good friend Raven Cade celebrating a birthday today.
Happy birthday, Raven.
Yeah. Raven. And she keeps promising she's going to join us at the broadcast booth at some point as well. So, Raven, happy birthday. OU and Texas tomorrow at 11 o'clock, and then OSU and Texas Tech tomorrow afternoon at 2:30. Next Thursday, Hobart and Cordell at Cordell. Mangum at home. They will entertain Empire. Final score here tonight, it's Mangum 26, Hobart 20. Thanks for joining us tonight on Classic Hits 97.7.